Auzu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Guys, like the vid, guys, like the vid, my people, like the vid, guys, like the vid. Subscribe, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button, like the vid, my people, like the vid, like the vid, my people, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. So, guys, we're gonna be doing the Chelsea United versus Liverpool, the second round show today because there, some guys didn't have the conversation to have the conversation yesterday because of the time zone and everything. So we're gonna be doing what's called we're gonna be doing the second round of the Liverpool Chelsea match, and also we're gonna be doing some transfer reports. Guehi and Charlobah potentially will swap deal to Chelsea. Christopher Nkunku to leave Chelsea for either Bayern Munich or Atletico Madrid. We're gonna have that conversation about it too. But before that, make sure you all like the video. Make sure you all like the video, guys. Make sure you all like and subscribe, my people. It's very, very important to like, to subscribe, like, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Because if you like and subscribe, it also helps the algorithm a lot. Please make sure you all like, guys. Make sure you all like. Make sure you all like. It's very, very important. It is important. It is very, very important. Very, very. Please make sure you like the video, you subscribe, you smash that like button because it is very, very important. You make sure you like the video, you subscribe to the channel. It's very, very important. So before that, please, I really do appreciate if you guys gonna smash the like button, subscribe because if you do that, it helps the algorithm a lot. It helps the algorithm a lot. It helps the algorithm a lot. So please make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's very, very important. It is important. Make sure you like the video, guys. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. So, like I said yesterday, for the people that didn't show up yesterday, we did talk about the Chelsea versus the United versus Liverpool match. I think United that was the best performance I've seen from United players in terms of effort, performances, everything. That has been the best I've seen from them. They can improve more in terms of their decision making, which can also help because I still don't believe the team is good enough. I still think Amorim needs to be. I think Amorim still needs to be back. United needs to buy players because I believe some players are not good enough in that aspect. But I have to give credit to the players too. I have to also give credit to the players too because some of the players performed to the level I didn't expect them to perform in terms of the performances and everything. They did uh, they did very, very well. So like Bruno Fernandes and co, they did very, very well. So be very, very impressed with what I've seen, but I believe they can improve more, which is not bad. I believe so. I believe they can improve more. But again, like I said yesterday again, like I said yesterday again, a lot needs to improve, man. Like I said yesterday, a lot needs to improve in Manchester United. They've done very well, which I was impressed about because I didn't expect that kind of performances. To be very, very sincere, I did not expect that performances. I did not. I didn't expect that performances because that was a performance I didn't even expect from Chelsea to pull out, but Chelsea did pull it out. So like I was saying, I didn't expect United to bring other performances, but they brought it out. Like I always said also too, I also think Liverpool messed up too because Liverpool knows that is their chance to go 8 points clear. And I also think they should be more confident because Chelsea and Arsenal are not consistent, and I'm not sure of Nottingham Forest. As much as Forest are doing very, very well, and you have to give credit to Nunes Espirito Santos. He's done very, very well in terms of bringing back Forest, because if you remember very well, they finished. He had this Wolverhampton Wanderers team. I think they finished. Is it six? Yeah, I think sixth, and they went to the Europa League. I think they didn't have enough squad there that year, so they literally fed up. There was no chance for them to literally um, do much better. But I think they fed up, which but I think with this Northern Forest, I think they have enough in terms of the squad and everything. So actually, if they get into any European competition, they'll be able to do much better. Why? Because they have enough squad there and they can rely on their player more. Unlike when it was in Wolverhampton, it's way different now. When it was because when it was at Wolf, he was struggling, and the reason he was struggling is because they didn't have enough squad there. But now I think they have enough. They have enough now, which I believe even if they go to any European competition, they'll be able, they should be good in that aspect. So for me, I will see how it goes. But for United, I think they can bank on this in terms of the performances and say, okay, we can if we can do this at Anfield, we should be able to do this going forward, overall going forward, in aspect of okay, we have a platform now where we know how good we can be on our day. So I think they should be able to like bank on this and be able to tell the world we are good enough. We are good enough to bounce back. We are good enough to be able to go toe to toe with majority of the team because we know how good of a team we have. But again, my problem with United has been consistency. That's it. I saw them against Manchester City, who I didn't believe they're gonna even beat. They beat City. After beating City, what next? Nothing more. So that's a very, very weird team. Very, very weird. Very, very weird. So when they won against Manchester City, the next four matches, uh it was over. So that's my take on it. That's my take. So that's my take on it. Is it because they literally won against Man City, and after that, uh, they see it. So Manchester United need to be very consistent. They have to. It's very, very important. They need to be consistent because if they are not consistent, they're gonna lose a lot of matches. Which these matches, yesterday matches will not mean anything if they are not consistent enough. So they have to. Will they? Is a big question. It's a question I have no answer for. I don't know. I don't know. I have no answer for the moment right now because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know at the moment right now. Maybe they are because I don't believe they are consistent enough. They are a very good team, but again, Amaru needs to be given his chances. Amaru needs to be given chances to buy. I think he needs to be given chances to buy. But United, the problem I'm having with United is because of this PSI stuff. So they'll be finding it difficult to at least buy players. But I think they have to sell first to be able to buy. So that's the key. They have to sell first to be able to buy. That's what the key is. And we'll see who they sell. Possibly Rashford, if not bad. Possibly Rashford, which I believe they can do that. Rashford, yes. And so how much money sell Rashford because who is paying that money? That's the question. Who is paying that money? Because of his wages. His wages is ridiculous. His wages is very, very ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. So the wages is way too much. Well, I don't know which club will be able to pay his wages and say, okay, we're gonna pay your wages, no problem about it. That's it. I don't know who pays wages, but Rashford is the first player I believe they can be able to sell, to be able to recruit more money and buy. Can they do it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But it was a very good performance from United yesterday. Very, very good performances, which I didn't even expect because I was expecting. Yes, I expected Liverpool to win, but I don't expect. My expectation was Liverpool to win, but I don't expect Liverpool to like to. I don't expect Liverpool to dominate them, but I expected them to because I believe Liverpool have been enough in terms of quality to be able to beat what's called United. But for United to dominate Liverpool that way is shocked me, and the way Liverpool fans have been moving since yesterday is very sickening to me. I'm like, you guys are top of the table, and you've been top since I believe beginning of the season. So you having guys and saying you're gonna dismantle United is not stupidity. I don't count this as stupidity. I count it as confidence booster. But when I'm hearing you guys winning 7-0, 6-0, that is ridiculous because the reason I call it ridiculous is because United are not that terrible. I don't think they're a good team at the moment right now because I still need they need more in terms of recruitment and everything. I don't think they're a bad team. But to be saying you're gonna win them 6-0, I predicted Liverpool to win, but I didn't predict 6-0. I did not predict 5-0, but I predicted Liverpool to because of the quality of player they have. But wow, yesterday, I'll say it again. That was the first time in my entire life. Yes, I've been watching football for a very long time, but felt like Bruno Fernandes to dominate that Liverpool team. It was everywhere. Passing was good. Decision making, everything about Bruno was, and that is the Bruno I want to see every day. And I've seen, because I have my question with him in terms of is it a good player in terms of possession football where you can build a team around him? And yesterday, he showed. Now I want to see more from Bruno in terms of can we do this on a consistent level? Then we'll have that discussion. But at the moment, yesterday was, if I have to rate him, I'm going to give it 15 over 10 because it was up above 10. It was so good yesterday. Not even him, everybody in that team was good. My only concern was the leg, who was a little bit shaky, wasn't good enough to my expectation, but overall, everybody in that team was sublime. They were good. They were good. Jimmy, how you doing? How you bossing? Give me your take, brother. I know you were happy. If I just talk, I know you were happy. You didn't expect that performances, but you seeing your team play that way at Anfield, I have to say credit to your team and credit to Rubana Morin.
No, no. I mean, I'm happy, but I'm also disappointed.
I cannot say fuck you because I don't want you to demonetize me, but Maguire, why? Please, why? Why? If that happened yesterday, it would have been an emergency stream. I'm not kidding you. He would have been an emergency stream. Maguire, why? Why? But do you believe Zexu should have shoot instead of passing? Because people were like, he has more spaces to shoot than passing, though.
No, he made the right pass because Maguire was alone, but it was a bad pass. It didn't give like the pass was poor, but it was a good decision to pass.
Oh, it was a good
But it
decision to
wasn't.
pass. Because there were questions about him shooting from that angle that he will be able to score than
No,
passing.
it was the right decision, but it was a poor pass. He didn't make a good pass. That's the
Damn.
issue. But I'm not even disappointed because we drew. I'm disappointed because the issue is if we can play like this after, then what's the problem? With the team. What is the issue? It has to be mental. It has to be mental
Mentality, yes. Amorim said the same thing too. He said about mentality. No, it's not about tactics or
because
formation.
because even Amron was saying he said if we can do this, then what's the issue? It's not about mental. It's not about tactics. It's not about system. He said all that. So for me, that's my issue. If we could go to Anfield and play at this against Liverpool, who are the best team in the league, you know. So why how can we be playing teams like Wolves at home and we'll be struggling playing against the other teams but struggling at home, but we play at Anfield and we show up. There's something is mentally not right. You know, it's just the mentality. These players perform
Yes.
well because the mentality was right today. The mentality was right
Mm-hmm.
today, and you know, and that day, I was disappointed because I feel like we could have got more from the match. Better than you can't. You can't be upset. I mean, if you go to Anfield and get a point, I mean, you can't be mad about that. You know, it's hard to win there. But
I think the last time you guys scored a goal at Anfield was in
yeah,
2018.
that was a while ago. It was scored two today. Uh, and understand.
You should have won that game. For me, the game should have ended in the first half. Ahmad missed a chance. Rasmus, oh my good, Rasmus age. No, 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 no. You should be scoring that. I don't care. People might have the skill. You are a striker. You should be burying that. I know it's Alisson Becker, but you should be burying that. I'm sorry, you should be scoring that. As a striker, that's a goal.
Yeah, but even Losancho's goal, his goal was a good goal. It was a good. It was from a heart. It was from a tight ankle, and it was a great.
Yeah, I'm talking about the first half where you guys had the chances. Ahmad missed an header, Rasmus H also missed a one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very good match for the neutral. A very good match.
But it was a classic match. Remember those years when you have a Barclays Premier League match? That was a classic Barclays Premier League.
That was it.
No control, it was just up and down.
But now the only way this result means anything is the mentality has to get better. Now this mentality.
Yeah, Arsenal next in the FA Cup. Then you have Southampton followed by I think Rangers in the Europa League. So you have some tough matches coming up. So if you can replicate this form, going to the next match, you have a chance. But the problem is, it's all about consistency and
It's,
mentality.
it's,
That's what the
it's all about
problem is.
mentality because the team is not. It's not about tactics. It's not about system. The team have
No,
shown they
it's
can
not.
do it. If you can go to Anfield, you can play toe to toe Liverpool. You can do it. It's
Yeah.
just
I also noticed that when you guys play big teams, you guys tend to raise your game a lot than the small teams. I don't know why, but I've noticed that a
it's,
lot.
it's, it's, men- it's mentality.
Uh, But that has to change, though. That has to
Like it's
change.
like
If you never want to compete for top honors, that has to change massively because you cannot be competing with a big team and when you come play like a small team, then you capitulate. I'm like, why? Doesn't make any sense, though.
because I, because
It
I feel like
doesn't.
when we play at Old Trafford, it's like these players are not. They don't play free. It's like they play scared at Old Trafford. Like they play with anxiety. It's like they don't play
Mm-hmm.
free. But today, I think we were away from home against Liverpool. Like they played more freely. They were under. They didn't feel pressure.
Oh, sorry, 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 sorry. Breaking news from David Austin. Tottenham, Manchester United, and Juventus are exploring a deal to sign Randa Kolo Muani on loan from Paris Saint-Germain.
Tottenham, who and United,
Tottenham, Manchester United, and Juventus are exploring a deal to sign Rondo Kolo
Randall,
Muani on loan
Randall,
from
who?
PSG. Rondo
Excuse
Kolo
me.
Muani. Yes, that's what David Austin said. Let me share it. It's just breaking news now from David Austin himself. That's what David Austin said. That's it. Here it is. I don't know why you're going for this. That's the tweet.
No, this guy cannot. No, this guy cannot touch this club.
Tottenham, Man United, and Juventus exploring a deal to sign Rondo Kolo Muani on loan from Paris Saint-Germain.
But anyway, I mean,
Interest Express Plus currently viewed as a top contender, regard the 26 years open forward among best versatile attacker available. Where does he play in United? As a striker or as a winger? Where?
no, he has to be a striker. He has to be a striker.
So are you telling me you are selling Joshua Zirkzee?
Maybe I don't know Zersky. Maybe the manager doesn't fancy. Maybe the manager doesn't fancy him
Interesting.
because it's not about how the manager. It's not about who the manager rates. To me, it seems like he rates Haaland more than Zersky. That's what it
So
seems like to me.
you are bringing in Muani in to be a backup to Haaland or to start ahead of Haaland?
I mean, I think he's better than Haaland, so I would start him.
You will start him.
I think he's better than Haaland. Haaland is still raw. He hasn't he's still developing. He hasn't reached his potential
Do
yet.
you really need Kolomwani? That's my question. Do you really need him? Is it what you need at the moment right now?
No, I mean, but we need more in attack. We don't score enough.
I know.
Yeah, we need more. We need more from our strikers because we need some more goals in this team. Because Haaland is our main striker. If he's not scoring, then we're gonna suffer.
Are you confident on Kolomwani to be able to say against big team, he can score the goals you guys need? I'm not sure yet.
I don't know. I don't think so. But he's an upgrade. He's better than Hoyland. He's better than what you call it. He's better than Zersky, and it'll only be a loan. So if it's just a loan for
You
one
see a
season,
loan with option to buy or obligation or just a straight loan. That's what I don't know.
I don't know. But if it's option, then that's fine. If it's just an option, but if it's obligation, then no.
So interesting.
If it,
That's, yeah, keep talking about your talk. So are you impressed with were you impressed with Bruno yesterday like Lisandro Martinez because he's been getting a lot of stick yesterday? Like overall, are you what impressed you most in terms of the game yesterday? Because I know you didn't dominate too much, but I was very, very impressed with your game. That was the first time I said I enjoyed watching Manchester United play. I'm like, let them play football yesterday. That was good. That was good.
yeah, I mean, I'm always impressed with Bruno. Like I said, Bruno is a world class player to me. He's the only he's the only world class player we have in this team, point blank. So for me, Bruno putting that kind of performance is not surprising because like I said, Bruno is the only guy when it's like he can produce a moment of quality. That pass to Alessandro was a great pass. It,
Mm-hmm.
it was a great pass and it's a great goal by Alessandro as well. So that's what Bruno brings to the team. He brings that moment of quality that you don't have. So so for me, Bruno for me, he's been doing this for years. The only issue with Bruno, this is what I think has happened to Bruno. He's been burnt out because he plays every match. He plays every single match. Playing every match, and you're the main creative outlet for your team. You're the main source of goals and assists. It's exhausting. You know, and and for me, I think him getting suspended helped him. 'Cause it gave him some rest. Now he's able to recapture his form a little bit. Because he plays every single match. Bruno, every single match, even the cup matches, he plays every match. He needs a rest, and he plays every match for Portugal, so he needs a rest as well, and that's been the issue. Because if you take Bruno off, the quality drops because you can say, okay, who's Bruno's replacement? People will say Mount, but Mount is injured, so that's the problem.
Yeah,
So
and it does, I don't know why it doesn't stay fit. I don't know why he doesn't stay fit. Ever since you guys bought him from Chelsea, he's been looking somehow.
man, he's always injured. He'll play two
Always,
weeks.
I don't know what happened because I don't think it's a training method with Mount. I think his body because of the amount of games he has been playing for Chelsea because he's played a lot of game in Chelsea. So because
Yeah.
of the amount of game he played at Chelsea, his body could not take so many bruises he's taking Chelsea in terms of the minute play and everything. So when he came to United, he was like his body needed a different ways of playing.
Yeah, because he played. Because it's like Mount, he'll play.
He
He'll
played
play.
a lot in Chelsea, a lot.
Mount is like he'll play 2 games now. That he'll injure. You won't see him again for 2 months. That's been the
Mm-hmm.
story. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing. It's very important. Maybe he's like you said. Maybe he's physically just finished because he plays so many matches for
So
Chelsea.
many. He plays so many matches for Chelsea. So many.
You know, maybe
So
he's
many.
physically just finished. And it's tough. And that's the thing. So if we bench Bruno, we can't bench Bruno. We can't afford to bench him. There's no other replacement there. So that's what I'm saying.
You have to play him.
So
You have
when
to play him. You have no choice than to play him because he's the captain.
Yeah, he's the captain too. And when
Yep.
you're playing every single match, it's mentally draining. It's physically and mentally, it's hard for a human being to play every match, even the cup matches, every single one. You're not getting a rest. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I think him getting that red card, it gave him a rest. So now and he found his form again. And I don't think it's a coincidence that his best performance happened after the red card. It gave him a week of rest. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I think if we want to take the next step, also, if we want to get the best out of Bruno, we have to start finding a way to get him to get somebody to replace him to get him to rest.
Yeah, I think that is the next phase for United boardroom and Amorim himself. How do we replace Bruno? Because yes, he's the captain. I'm not disputing that he's the captain. He's the captain, but can you find someone that's gonna? Because sometimes Bruno will have to be on the bench. Or you have to have a number, someone that's gonna dictate the game. Can Garnacho do it? I don't think so.
No, he can't do it. No.
Maino, nope. Zexi, nope. So you have to find someone that actually can be versatile, play number 8, also number 10 too, and can be creative. In my head right now, there is, but you have to spend a lot of money to get.
Yeah, the only The only one is Wirtz.
Florian Wirtz and Musiala.
Yeah, and Musiala was just spend. And the thing is, will Musiala want to leave Bayern? I don't know.
Yes, Florian Wirtz also want to, but the problem is, are you willing to spend the money that both club want?
Yeah, because I don't know if we can spend because we need
Florian
Musiala.
Wirtz is 150. That's what Bayer Leverkusen wants.
Yeah, and we need
That
to,
man Musiala same amount of money, 150. That's what Bayern Munich wants.
and we need to spend
So
those.
are you gonna give Bayern Munich straight cash of 150? Are you gonna give them 150?
I said, is Musiala gonna want to leave Bayern for United? I don't know if we want to. I don't know if we want to leave Bayern for United. So that's another problem, and also the money as well.
Because Man
Yeah,
City wants
he might
Musiala.
go to Man City because Man City is in Champions League. I don't know, but you want to leave Bayern for Man City. I don't know if you want to leave Bayern for Man City. That's another thing.
Because I think the hope in Man City they want him to replace KDB. So possibly the Bayern Musiala will be the perfect
Yeah,
replacement
but
for
if
KDB.
but if Man City don't make the Champions League, then what you know what I mean? Then what would he? Then why would he? There's no reason for him to leave.
I agree. I still believe I don't, it's not. I think 5 teams make the UCL this season in England, so we have to see which. I don't think it's going to be that because of the way Man City play, the way they open up a lot of spaces. I think they will get beaten a lot because of their midfield and everything. They are way too open for me. The way Man City play, and when you are way open like that, you're gonna get beaten. You will get beaten.
And then even for words, I don't know because he'll cost a lot of money, and we have to spend money in so many other areas.
And I think the admiration is Alonso might go to Madrid, so Florian Wirtz might go with him to Madrid.
I think when he wants to, because Alonso will change the system to back three.
Yeah, when he
So I
goes to
think he'll want to
Madrid.
bring this guy with him, Frimpong.
No, I don't know. That's why they're going for Arnold because they believe Arnold can play as a right back and also play as a wing back
I don't believe.
possibly.
I don't believe he can play as a wing back. Arnold.
And also can coach him to play that way. And also
No,
can
yeah,
coach him
Arnold.
to.
Arnold can play as a wing back.
Yes, he can. Yeah, I know he can.
But
Yes,
who will be the left? Who will be on the left? They have to get somebody from the left.
Alfonso Davis.
That's why they're going for Davis.
Yes, because it's gonna be a free transfer in June July. So they'll go for Davis. Arnold on the right, Davis on the left.
And then they'll play. And then what is
Because now, because now Alonso needs to make a decision. Bellingham is there. If you bring in Florian Wirtz, where did Mbappe Vinicius play? Somebody has to go on the bench.
they might have to sell Rodrigo.
Yes, even if they sell Rodrigo, somebody has to be on the bench between Mbappe and Vini because you have Jude. You have if you bring in Florian Wirtz now, who do you go if because he has no chance to play back for. He cannot play back three. It doesn't work.
Oh no, you can't bench Mbappe or Vinny. They have to play. They have to play.
Yes, you have to
They
play
have to
back for.
play. Yeah.
That's the dilemma Alonso will have. He has to play back for because you cannot bench Vini and Mbappe. Nah,
No, this
it's
is
not
what he
gonna
can do.
work.
This is what he can do. He can play. I don't. Well, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how it can work. We have to figure something out. But Mbappe and Vinny will play. They have to play.
Yeah, they have to play, but you have to also play Jude. If you bring in Florian Wirtz, where
No,
does Wirtz play?
Jude has to play. Jude will play. He has to play.
Yeah, so where does Wirtz play?
He won't bench Jude. Jude will have to play.
Yes, he will not bench Jude. That's what I'm saying. But you want to bring in Florian Wirtz. You cannot bring in a player you bought for 100 and something million and put him on the bench. Doesn't make any
I think
sense.
Wirtz. I think Wirtz. Where's my go-to? I don't know. Wirtz. It's gonna be fun.
The report I'm hearing is if Alonso goes to Madrid, Florian Wirtz is going to with him.
Where's my go-to? Where's my go-to Bayern?
Yes, I agree.
Because he might go to Bayern. He might play. Bayern might have both him and Musiala because you have to think this guy's getting old. Thomas Muller.
Yes, but again, does Musiala want to sign? Because Musiala needs to be sure. He needs to be sure first. Because he and Alfonso Davies are saying no at the moment to a contract situation, and they want to sell Leroy Sané too. So now they will sell a lot of players, but Musiala is running on a new contract. Florian Wirtz also too, because they want Florian Wirtz after the World Cup in 2026. That's when they want
The
him.
only thing with Musiala is it depends on what he wants. Does he want to? Because it depends on which club is after him. If it's Man City,
Man City and
If it's
Madrid
Man
are
City,
fine.
I would stay. I think he should stay in Bayern. If it's Man City, he should stay in Bayern because I don't think he gains much from going to Man City. Now it depends on what. If he's going to a club, honestly, the only club I could see him leaving for if Madrid, but Madrid have Mbappe, so there's no, so there's no room for him in Madrid. I think he's gonna stay in Bayern, unless he wants to, go back to England. But he's also German, so I think he's comfortable in Bayern. I think he just wants more money.
More money, I agree, but again, Bayern Munich should be able to because he's a talented player. So Bayern Munich should be able to play him though. They should be able
Now,
to give him
now,
the money.
Abdullah, before we go, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if it's NK or not. Kick this guy, please. Kick this guy.
Chris, is that you?
Yo,
Chris, is that you?
I'm just starting a campaign. That's all. I'm just starting a
No,
campaign.
Abdullah, please kick this guy.
We're just starting a campaign.
Sick
That's all.
in
We're just starting a campaign.
the you are sick in justice for joy. Who the heck is justice for joy?
You know, put in that
Who,
work.
who is justice for joy? who is this guy? Who is this person you put
tell
on
this guy to change his name or kick this guy.
Please, can you know what the heck is this place? Who is this? Okay, man.
Oh my god, yo, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh my gosh.
This is Piggy. Guys, kids that are listening, I'm not there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm meeting myself. That's not me. I'm meeting myself.
Oh my gosh. 1 minute.
But for overall though, I've been very impressed with you guys. But now this is the question now. It's all about consistency. Can you do it on a consistent level? Your next match is in the FA Cup against Arsenal. Next week, this weekend. And after that, you play Southampton. So you have to have that consistency where you know, okay, can we replicate these performances season after season? Because what I noticed in this team is whenever United want to play big team, they will turn up. But when they want to play small team, they'll just lock up shop. I know my question is, it's all about mentality. You have to get the mentality right because before yesterday, I was complaining about set piece and everything. And yesterday, you dealt with Liverpool set piece very well. You didn't give them much chances. But watch it out against Arsenal.
No. Against Arsenal, we're gonna concede. Yeah, we're gonna concede.
Yeah, so you concede, especially set piece.
To be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about the FA Cup game against Arsenal, man. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. I'm focused on the Europa League and improving the Prem.
Oh, okay. So your expectation in the Premier League is just let's see where we are in the league.
But as far as this guy ain't really. But anyway, that's better. That's better anyway.
Okay, you're sick in the head. But
hope everyone's good.
Like I was saying,
everyone's good.
Okay, like before you came in, I was telling him, Kulu Rado Moane, it doesn't help United.
He does. He does.
No, he helps because he's better than both strikers we have.
He helps. Yeah, for sure. He helps.
If it's just a loan, I'll take it. If it's just a loan, that's it.
But my question is: it a loan with obligation or just a straight loan? I don't know. I don't know.
Hell no. If it's obligation, but if it's just a loan, I'll take him.
Yeah, but the question now is: I don't know if it is a loan with option or loan with obligation. I don't know
because it's an option. That means we have the option to say no. But if it's obligation, then no. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, yo, Chivalry, don't kill me, man. Yo. Kulu, I'm getting a soft spot for Kulu, man. I think his stocks are low.
Nah, man. Hey, look.
Too low for me. Listen, I think he's decent. How good he is, I don't know, but he's not as bad as what people on social media are telling me. I don't think so, to be honest with you. So, but we'll see. Because PSG are trying to get rid of this guy. I don't know where it's gone wrong. But I've never seen a team offer a guy out like this.
But my question is, how did Enrique get his hands on two strikers for almost 200 mil combined?
But I have a question because I watched that PSG team and I might have to have a campaign very soon. Is Luis Enrique washed?
This guy Enrique.
Is he washed or is he overrated?
No, but they bought two strikers from him for 200 million. This guy Enrique.
Yeah, Rondo Moani and
can't play with
Gonzalo Ramos.
No, Ramos actually he's actually good, to be honest with you. But this Colomani guy, look, Colomani man, look, I mean, he's better than Haaland, man. Let's just cut the crap. We're gonna get out of the way. He's
Oh
better than Haaland.
my. Oh my.
Rasmus Age, my goodness.
Zersky, I'll say this: he's better than Zersky as a scorer, but he's not a better player than Zersky. What the?
Excuse me,
So
say
so
again?
what's happening with Josh? Oh, I'm lying. Is that Chris?
That's not me. Yes, that's me. Yes, it's me.
Mute that thing.
Please. Put your mic. Are you taking a shower? Nah, I don't know what you guys are hearing, but let me leave and come back in.
Yeah, what the?
So unprofessional.
I don't know what's going on. I can't hear anything. You need to go out and come in. Go out and come in. Go out and
Yeah,
come in.
Crazy, but what the?
Oh my god,
dude.
Chris, are you taking a shower? What the heck?
Oh
God.
my gosh, bro.
Golly.
That
Is
guy.
that what Americans say? Golly.
Chris, you live in the best countries and the best
Yeah.
city. South Africa, Amsterdam is a very good city. Please don't tell me you're having a brick internet. Don't do this.
No,
Please
but
don't do this. I like South Africa very very well because it is a very they hosted the 2010 World Cup and that was the best. Relax. So Chris,
nah,
please, you should not tell me you're having a brick internet.
Abdullah, man, I'm all for Colomani, man. If it's just a loan, go for it.
Yeah, we'll see though. That's my question. If it is skill loan, we'll see. But if it's an
No,
obligation,
if it's,
I'm
no,
like,
if it's
I'm
obligation,
sorry.
then I'd rather just roll with what we have, man, and cut through it.
Fair enough. We'll see how it goes. Chris,
Yo,
Chris,
what's up?
we need to talk. We need to talk. Firstly, we need to talk about
You're
Mr.
not even gonna ask
TAA.
about the
And you
game.
have to talk about your
I'm
performance.
like, you're not gonna ask
We
about
have
the
to
game.
talk about your performance yesterday. We need to talk about firstly your TAA, your performance yesterday and United also too. Were you shocked about United? Because I saw some Liverpool fans yesterday. I don't want to mention names because if I start mentioning names, we won't end this team. We will not end this team well. I was saying 7-0, 6-0, 5-0,
It's still
8-0,
so
8-1,
disrespectful, man.
4-2. I'm hearing 4-2. I was hearing 5-1. I was hearing 7-2, 7-3. I'm like, I know it's United though. I don't think it's really bad that everybody's giving out some
Nah,
ridiculous
people
score
thought
line.
people thought we're gonna go.
I'm like,
People thought
Is
we're
it
gonna
excuse
roll
me.
ridiculous?
over.
Was it ridiculous? Like, let's be real, man.
Nah, people thought
Was
we're
it
gonna roll over for
ridiculous?
those guys, man.
No, but like, let's be real. Was it ridiculous? Like, it's not like disrespect to predict something that's happened before. You know, I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
saying dismiss
7-0,
United. I'm not saying
8-1, eight
no, no.
zero.
No. I'm not saying like dismiss United. I'm not saying disrespect them or anything. But if you're gonna tap into behavioral patterns and things that have happened, and you're gonna say, "Oh, I predict that might happen again." Is that really crazy? I don't know. But I know you want to talk about Trent. Let's talk about Trent, man. I don't, eh,
Chris, his head is gone. It's going
his
to
head
Madrid.
isn't gone,
It's
bro.
over.
His head isn't gone. A day later, I barely thought about the game. I don't really care like that. But the game itself,
What do you think happened to him
hmm?
yesterday? Because his passing were nowhere to be found. This brother could not win a duel. He could not win. He win his zero duel. And when that other guy, what's
Abdullah,
his
that's
name,
Abdullah.
Bradley comes in, he
Physicality.
won 3 duels.
Just NK physicality. Continue, Chris.
Look, man, he didn't have a good game. We all understand that. He didn't have a good game. But why are we acting like what we saw from Trent yesterday is the first time we've ever seen it? It is as though it is a new revelation. Right? It is as though he's never done this in his life, and because the Madrid links are there now, all his head is gone. No, bro. I've been watching Trent for 7, 8 years. A lot of times I've seen him be lazy. A lot of times I've seen him push up, lose the ball, jog back. He does that so often that to me, at this point, it's muscle memory. It's not about, oh, I don't care anymore. It's not about, oh, my head is in Madrid. No, it's about these are the habits that have been put in place. I've been empowered this way, and nothing has been a trigger for me to change so far. And my only thing is,
Sorry to cut you short. Sorry. Christopher Nkunku is about to leave Chelsea. So continue.
okay, yeah, my only thing is the focus should be let's cut out those habits and let's try and do better. As opposed to, oh, you lazy prick, you're from the academy, you're playing like this, get the hell out. And now we start dismissing you, saying, oh, you've always been a trash defender. That's why most of these same guys have been defending him for the past 8 years. Now all of a sudden he's a trash defender, even though he's doing what he's been doing for years. Now all of a sudden he's a trash defender. He's in the one game where he looks horrible. That's who he is. Now it's like, no, I don't want to be a part of that crap. He had a bad game, 100%. He didn't really offer anything offensively, defensively, holding onto the ball. Didn't really offer anything. But it was one game. I've seen him play well in other games, and I'm going to say in the other games that this is the best player in the world because of one game. No. So because of this one game where he was horrible, I'm not going to act like he's a horrible player now. No. Like he's been pretty.
Because I don't know if you saw the incident yesterday, Chris. Van Dijk was about to headbutt Trent. I don't know if you watched that scenario yesterday. Was it the second goal or the first goal? He was about to headbutt him. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Excuse me, what? What's this?
Yeah, sure. Like
Because of his defending.
sure. Like a defender feeling frustrated because one of his teammates isn't doing their job in the moment. It's understandable. Like I don't put too much stock into that beyond it just being in the game. The only thing I'd say though is Van Dijk did well yesterday, but
It was good. It was very good
I, I,
yesterday.
I thought he did well yesterday. But my only thing is, and this goes back to what I've been saying for a while on Van Dijk. It's like, why is there not this expectation for him to do that consistently? Why say that he gets to chill in the back, everyone else should do their job, then he gets the credit? I need to see more of that proactivity while everyone else is being proactive around him. But like outside of that, I was critical. Like I think he did well at least, but the guys around him weren't helping him enough, in my opinion. And I don't think it was just Trent, by the way. Like I've seen people say, oh, because Gravenberch had like a nice turn, that he had a great game, and Max missed a pretty good opportunity at the beginning of the game. That Salah gave him a great ball, he didn't score. Like had that been somebody else and they missed, we would have heard that for weeks. So, oh, you missed the chance. That's why we didn't win. I'm not trying to throw Mac under the bus and saying it was crap, but he wasn't really that effective. Neither was Grav. Like I don't think I don't think as a team we're effective. And the main issue that people aren't seeing, but this is the main issue. We don't win games this way when we have our star offensive player staying wide, trying to create for less threatening offensive players, as in midfielders and defenders. So Trent inverting, and then Matt making a marauding run the attack in order to score. Like that is not the winning formula. That is not been how he's been winning games consistently. How he wins games consistently. When you check the actual moments, is Salah is continually the best goal threat. So you keep him as close to goal, whether it's across more moments across the game or at least enough times in the game to to maximize the moment. But that's just what I would say on my.
So why? Okay, my question to you now: Why? What happened yesterday? Do you think your draw yesterday? Because I think you should have lost that match. Not even against Maguire. You should have lost it in the first half. Ahmad Diallo should have scored. Rasmus H, that break should have scored because he had his chances. But I don't want to get there too much.
But
Do you think?
sorry, yeah. Ask me a
Do
question.
you think? Do you think it was all about the way you guys set up, or credit has to be given to United and Amorim the way they set up for you guys to be able to? They open up you guys a lot. It wasn't just one, a lot. That first half, if you are playing against a top team who is very clinical, they will have killed you guys in the first half like 4-0 because they had chances. He was too much. And we're like, why is Liverpool playing this way? What is going on?
Okay, two things. Two things. Firstly, we're not playing like against the computer, so it takes two to tango in a game. So the other team, if they manage to minimize our threat and if they cause problems, credit to them. United did a good job in doing that. So credit to them. But the second point I'd say is what you asked. Do I think that they deserve to win or whatever? Like this is like an issue that I kind of have, not on yesterday's game, but in general. Why is there this thing of when the team that isn't expected to win does well relative to the expectation, and the team that is expected to win doesn't do well based off of expectation, but they still create chances? We give the most credit to the opponent in terms of who deserves to win, who didn't deserve to win. Why I'm asking that is because both teams had chances. Just because it was an even game doesn't mean the team that was expected to win the least should get the most credit in terms of they deserve to win. I don't
Yes,
think that's how it should be.
the reason is
I don't
because
think
I'll
that's how
give
it
you the reason. I remember because I'll use Chelsea now. When we played United, our record in United is when I say horrendous, my goodness, it's horrible. The last time we won at United, if I'm not mistaken, it's in 2013 or 2011. It was João Mata that scored. I know going to United is already off for me because I know our record is not good. But I was very confident because I know they're gonna the squad we have and the players we have. I believe okay, gonna go to United. I'm gonna beat them because of the quality of player we have. That's why with Liverpool too. Salah is in form. You guys are scoring goals. So the expectation of everybody, even the masses, were like Liverpool. United will come to Anfield and they will get dismantled because of how Liverpool is as a team. The players they have, the quality of Liverpool. United does not have any chance because of how good Liverpool are. So when they saw you guys play yesterday, people were like, why are a team that were expected to win because of the quality of player they have? Why are they playing this way? What is going on? So the criticism is fair because of the expectation you guys set for
Yep.
yourself.
Yep.
Van Dijk world class, Salah world class, Arnold world class, Alisson Becker. So you had experience and a world
Curtis
class
Jones.
players in your team where people
Mute your
expected
mic.
above above eye for you guys, and because of you guys have been playing very well. So when United come into the team, people expected you guys to dismantle them. But people saw United play in a different way. But people were like, hold on a minute, too. The team we expect to even dismantle Liverpool. For Liverpool to even dismantle, they came to Liverpool and they stand down their performance and say, no. We're not gonna Liverpool.
Abdullah, I think we need to understand something here. Regardless of the form of Man United, they're arguably the biggest club, two biggest club in England. So for me, it's not about Man United is they're pretty much down, and Liverpool is playing at the top of their game. It's always going to be a big game. Yes, Man United played very good.
It's a guy that though.
Yeah, it's a classic game. Like we've seen this several times. So people saying Man United should have won the first game in the first half. So football is two halves. They played very good. Give them credit, right? In as much as they play very good defensively, they had some few lapses, like the goal that scored in the goal Gakpo scored first, and what's it called, the penalty, from the lead was poor as well, the handball. So for me, it was a good game. Credit to the managers, to the Man United manager. Coming with a lot of criticism and all that. That's good. There's something there, and I think I'll just leave it there. There's nothing to say much about Man United. Let's see how they can progress with that performance. They did it against Man City as well. They won against Man City, if I remember.
And they lost four.
Can I go next?
After that,
Before you go, can I
So
just
those
say
big
one
games
thing?
are always going to be big games.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
please.
all I want to say of the lie is criticize Liverpool. 100% go for it. I might even join you with certain things. I have no issue with that. What I'm specifically trying to pinpoint is to suggest that the team with lower expectations should have won just because they played beyond the expectation, as opposed to they did more than the opposition in the game. Because I don't feel like it's an objective view for both. Like both teams aren't operating under the same standards when you're watching the game. When you're looking at Liverpool, you're looking at you should dominate because you didn't dominate. We're going to penalize you. When you're looking at Man United, you should have been dominated. You weren't dominated. You were actually putting up a good game. Therefore, we're going to overvalue what you were doing. That's all I'm saying. Then, in terms of
No problem.
when you
No
say
problem.
United
Chris, we got
deserve
it.
to
We
win,
got it. Chris, we
that's
got it. Chris, we
Right.
got it. We got it.
Right.
We got it. You're saying they're
Because
celebrating a
Chris,
draw.
I agree.
You're
What you
saying
said,
they're
I agree.
celebrating a
But
draw. I
you
get
know
it.
what I'm
It's fine.
looking. You know what my own thought was, because when I was watching the match yesterday, I was in me, I was like, okay, I want to see how you guys said it because I've been watching you guys. Now I said it to you guys. You guys are a very effective team, not scintillating like the way club play, but very effective. And why I say you guys are effective is because you have technical players in your team and a quality player where I know in a flash you can beat teams 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. That's how good of a team you are. But when I look at you, I'm like, okay, this Liverpool team are very good. You have to be careful. If you are playing how do I put it? The way Pochettino play, go all out, play chaos football, you're gonna get beaten. You don't play that with Liverpool. You will get killed because Liverpool are very good in that aspect of the game. You have to make sure you slow the game down a little bit with them and frustrate them a little bit for you to be able to say, okay, I want to play Liverpool with a low tempo. So when I was watching the game yesterday, I was like, okay, I want to see how Liverpool is going to dominate United in terms of just domination and be more clinical. When I was watching from the first minute, I was like, no, United is going to either draw this match or sneak in and win.
Yeah.
Because you guys were not on point at all from minute one.
Really?
Hey, Abdullah, let me correct
I
you
would
there.
disagree.
I'll correct you there if you don't mind. Nana, is that you?
That's me. Yeah, that's
Look
me.
at this man.
That's me.
Anyways, just to say what I want to say there.
say.
Look, there was in the game, yeah, Man United pretty much looked like they were edging the game. But the moment they considered that penalty, trust me,
Yes,
I just felt Liverpool was going to win this game.
me too. Yes, I
Ahmad
agree.
scoring was like, oh wow, that was like a fluke for me. Like I didn't just see Man United coming back. So for me, like that's the thing about football. There was most of the part of the game, United played very good until they had that penalty they considered.
Yes.
Liverpool was on top in terms
I
of
also believe,
winning.
I also believe before the penalty though, United had chances, and a quality team will bury those chances.
No, but Abdullah, both teams.
Yeah, I won't call the chances. Well, I won't
The
say
Ahmed
that.
one, the Ahmad one, and the Rasmus H one.
Yeah,
No, but
one on one. Well,
both teams had
they could have
chances.
done better.
Both team, yes,
That's what I'm
both team,
saying.
yes, both team,
Yeah,
both. But my own the
but
most
that's a
clear
good
cut
draw for
one.
United and
Yes, the
Liverpool as
most
well.
clear cut one is United one.
Yeah, it's a good draw for both team.
Yeah,
And
it's like a classic. You know when you were the Barclays when it was like Barclays Premier League
prior
classic.
to the game as well, no one will have given Man United a chance.
I don't even give them a chance at all. I don't.
So people coming up to say, "Hey, they should have won." I don't understand that. No,
No,
they
but
put
see,
They
in a
have
good
chances, but
shift.
I
They
don't
put
even
in a
give them
good shift.
chances. But
Um,
look, this is all about. That's why I said football is unpredictable for me though, because it's very
absolutely.
very interesting game where the team you're trying to win to just come in and just say, okay, no, yeah,
Yeah, we saw that against Ipswich with Chelsea.
oh my goodness, you see that match? I don't
no,
want
but
to
see,
even talk about that match.
no, but see, Abdullah, but we should have known. Like, there was no way that we should have known that we should have known that there's no way United were going to lie down in this game and let Liverpool
Yes,
walk all over them. It's a rivalry game. They're playing Liverpool. They're gonna at Anfield. They're going to be energized. They're going
yeah,
to be ready to play. Because it's motivation.
yep,
So we knew that. Like anybody saying it was gonna be fine because at the end of the day, football isn't mathematics. It's not like 1+1 = 2. You're
It's
playing
not
somebody
stats
that
based.
doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. Like you're playing against. At the end of the day, United still
yes,
have.
listen, man.
You know what I'm saying? We still have some good players. You look at that first goal we scored. It was a great pass by Bruno. Let's not just score a
Yes, it
beautiful
was.
goal.
I did not believe Lisandro can score that, but
That's what
credit
happened.
to
That's
him.
that's what happens in football. Even the goal Diallo scored, it was like just a good pass by Garnacho, a good finish. You know what I mean?
Alejandro Garnacho, interesting.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like that's just football. At the end of the day, like
My guy. I rate it. I like him, oh, my guy.
it's not about Liverpool. It's
You
not
are
really
good, my-
about.
I like him, oh, but
It
it's
has
okay.
nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Liverpool because it's not like if Liverpool because you can say okay, people would say Liverpool would have turned up, they would have blown United out. But what if United would have? Because what if? How do we know United don't have another gear that could have played in? So I'm saying that's not how it works. You know what I
Because
mean?
it's very very good,
Um,
exactly. And
um,
that was one of my criticism a little bit to some Liverpool fans. Not Chris, oh, not Chris. Some Liverpool fans because it's a rivalry match. You are predicting. I understand you guys have won 7-0 before, but telling me you're gonna go out there 7-0, 8-0. I'm hearing this. I'm like, that is a ridiculous prediction to make. That's big too high for me.
Yeah. So for
um,
those that make such prediction, I
I'm
don't
like,
understand the way they
excuse me.
watch football.
And if you've been
Abdullah,
watching,
can I go next?
no, but
Yeah.
okay. Before you go quickly, Abdullah, if you've been watching United under Amarin,
Yeah, I
you see
have.
many
Yeah.
games we play. The results aren't there, but if you watch the games, there's no game where we go into any team where we just, a team just completely controls the game against us. They're under Amarin. Even against Arsenal, they didn't
What
control the
about
game. They
what
scored off
about
two set
Newcastle?
pieces. You said what?
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle. That was the only really bad game. I'm talking about like that
Okay.
where a team dominated from start to finish. I'm talking about
No
when we played.
Ugarte in that game, by the way. There was no Ugarte. Just putting that
Who?
out there.
No, I got. But when we played Arsenal,
Or
when we
Bruno
played
either, actually. Or no
when we
Bruno
played
either.
when we played Man City, when we played all these teams, what other? And I mean, it's like if you watch the way we play under Amarin, the results haven't been there. But watch the way we play. I'm talking about the style of play. You know, we weren't gonna go to Anfield and defend and park the butts and hope for the best. We're gonna go there to try and win. And at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, if Liverpool finished the chances, it could have been 6-0. United finished the chances, it could have been 4-2. It could have been any result, but at the end of the day, it was 2-2.
Can I?
Exactly. It
And I
was a
think
back and
2-2 was a fair result based on the way the match was played.
Good.
It was,
You
it
know,
was.
I don't think either team can.
Now before I keep going, I was hearing people. I understand people's perspective, and people were like, "Hey, Maguire should have scored. It's a break,
No.
guys." Harry Maguire is a
No.
defender.
It was a crap
No,
pass.
but
Relax.
even if you're
Crap
defending,
pass.
but even if you're defending, you have to score a goal. I mean,
It was a crap pass. It was a crap pass.
Is
That
Lozano not?
pass
Lozano's a defender, is he not?
that pass from Jay Z.
It was a
I'm
crap.
sorry,
It was
that
a
pass
crap
from Jay
pass.
Z.
No, but I'm saying, but is
It's a
Lozano not a
horrible pass.
defender?
Bruno gave him a good ball.
I'm saying, but that was still a hard goal to score. That was from a
It was
tight
a very tough goal to score.
Okay,
Credit
okay.
to Lisandro.
If you're gonna give it that standard, why are you not criticizing your striker for not taking the chance he had?
Anyway, I was saying the same thing to
Because
Chimeri.
if
I
you
was like,
want
why
to
did Jay
slander
Z take that
Maguire for not
chance?
taking
Why?
that chance, well, what about your striker having the clear
No, I
chance as
didn't.
well?
I didn't. No, I
I
didn't
was
blame
like,
Maguire. I
I was asking him, why did Jay Z?
The question
Why
is
didn't Jay
why
Z shoot?
why was
the pass?
Maguire in that position? Why not your main striker?
No.
No, we can't. No, come on, we
Xerxes
can't say
played
that.
him
No,
in,
no,
and
no.
he picked the right choice.
No, that was the right pass. It was just
It was
a
the
bad
right pass.
Like,
It was
you
just the
guys know
quality of the
better. Like
pass.
Maguire does much better, when it comes to chances like that. He's caught a lot of crucial goals for United, so I won't make it an issue for me. Sometimes you get it wrong, sometimes you get it right. That's football.
He just missed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm saying, but I didn't
for me, it's
say-
a bad pass. I will say, like, I don't want to say, I won't want to put the
It's a bad
pressure on
pass. No,
Maguire.
it
Like,
was
come
not.
on, no.
No,
Imagine that was Bruno passing to Maguire. You know he's gonna pass the right
but
pass.
we don't know. Man, he might not have.
The Bruno I know. No, sorry, I'm lying. Let me go. I'm lying. Let me go. I'm lying. I'm lying,
Thank you,
please, because
guys.
I haven't said anything about the game in 2 days.
No, talk about Bruno first.
Thank you
Bruno
very. I
first.
will. Don't worry. First things first. I want to congratulate both teams. Very entertaining game. Congratulations to Amram because I thought he was going to lose. He got a point. Just to put it into context, Potter also got a point at Anfield. Outpossessed Liverpool as well, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. We don't need to go there. Bruno Fernandes.
I've been telling you about him, bro.
Yeah, he had a good game yesterday.
That was
Great
a
game.
performance. It was
Great
very,
game.
When I said I'm a big
Oh, I don't
criticism
like
of
the
Bruno
guy at all,
Fernandes,
but it was a great game.
Yesterday, it was sublime. It was very
It's
good.
crazy what ball carrying. You know what? Let's not go there. It was a great game, Bruno. This for me, this is the best game I've seen from Bruno in some time. I don't want to
Me too.
contextualize it. It was a
Including
great
me.
game.
The FA Cup final.
More of the same from Bruno going forward. In terms of the drive, I think that drove the team as well. I also want to shout out Kobe Minu.
Oh
Great
my
performance,
goodness.
Kobe as
Get your
well.
mic left.
Great performance. Great performance. Sorry, not great performance. Good performance. You started off very badly. I'll be the first guy to tell you. I was scared, but grew into the game. Got taken off because we need to talk about him lasting 90 minutes. He can't last 90 minutes. But good game.
Yeah.
Ugarte.
Manuel Ugarte. What a performance.
And here's a tiny bit of credit I'll give Poch because Poch was advocating for this guy. So I'll go on to say he's looking good.
Did I hear Potter?
He's looking good. Now Ugarte is looking good. I haven't had a negative word to say about this guy.
He's a good player.
He's looking good. I can't hate on that.
Yeah, he had a good game against Chelsea as well.
Yeah, he's been good. I don't remember a bad game he's had since he's been here, to be honest with you.
And also on the ball, he was good too. He beat the press very well.
So I want to shout out the defense too. Maguire, Lisandro. I want to give credit to some Liverpool players as well. I thought McAllister was great today. I thought he was putting in that work. Could have had a chance when Salah laid him off in the box. but it was a good save from Onana. Yes, I remember the Salah chance that he created before people think I'm a hater as well. I remember that, but unfortunately, he didn't get the assist for that. So it happens. But I thought McAllister played well. I thought Gravenberch the first half was great. The second half, I didn't really see him much. So, I'm not going to bring up Virgil because someone's going to get offended as well. So, I mean, there was a few good.
Nobody's gonna get offended. It's a football
There
talk.
was a few
Right?
good performances. Gakpo, good goal, but prior to that, I didn't see you. Um, and I can't talk about people that I didn't see. I saw Curtis Jones leave the pitch, but I didn't see him before that. But you know what?
You didn't see Trent.
I did. Trent, sorry,
Oh my goodness.
Olua, I almost forgot.
TAA.
Trent's gone.
Oh my God.
Trent is
TAA.
gone. Trent is gone. He's not.
I don't. I'm saying
I
this
don't know,
always
guys.
now.
I don't think you guys noticed something as well.
FSG class. Tell
The
them to
back
accept
line
the
of
money.
Liverpool
It's
was
gone.
struggling. Van Dijk, he didn't have the best of games too.
No,
You thought
why-
Van Dijk didn't play well?
Yeah, he
what
didn't.
about
I won't.
Konate?
Yeah, he didn't have the best of games. Like he wasn't.
Wait, hold
he
on,
wasn't
hold on.
Liverpool
I feel
defense.
like we need to address this, guys. Hold on, we need to
Yeah, I
address.
wouldn't say it was poor. No, but like
No,
you could see
wait,
on
hold
his
on,
face as well.
Alua. I feel like we need to address this. When a back line is consistently exposed, is it the back line's fault that they're exposed, or is it those that are in front of them? So for as
It's
much
those
as
that are in
Ink is
front.
saying, yeah, so as much as Ink is saying like grabs in the second half and Mac overall, it's like what did Mac allow? People were
Mm,
bypassing. He wasn't
mm.
winning any balls in the first half. He's a midfielder.
Oh,
He wasn't
Chris.
actually doing the job of a midfielder, and neither was Grab. So it's like, yeah, the defense they weren't that good, but they were super exposed. And then also the key members in DC, in Robertson and in Trent, both of them, both ways were horrible. Robertson's hilarious when you actually watch him play because it's like he's got one foot, right? So when you
Mhm.
pass the ball to his right foot, it's like he needs to take 3 steps just to get the ball onto his left. By that time, the situation in which you could have passed the ball to your teammate, there's a good opportunity done, and he might lose possession at that point. And he
Mhm.
does that consistently. Never mind the fact that his feet are finished, and now he loses the ball anyways. He can't
Mhm.
track back. It's like he lost his mind. He's terrible. Trent, he was horrible on the game. I just wanted to lay
Marcus
that out.
Alonso experience. It's the Marcus Alonso experience, Chris.
Now, but
Trying
Chris,
to-
why is nobody giving Konate blame for the second goal?
You're
for
right.
not blocking
You're
the
right.
cross.
Like what do you know? This is what I would say. First, just in terms of that instance, you're right. He
No,
normally
y'all started
he's
from
normally the
Trent
recoverer.
being in
He's
the
normally
close
the one. Wait, hold on. He's normally the recoverer. He's normally the one that puts out the fire. He didn't do that in that instance, and he didn't do it enough times to the point where I can say, okay, I don't think he had that good a game. But I will give him the concession in that, yo. This is your first game
First
back
game back.
since like November, so I can kind of understand. I can allow it a little bit. But the one
But
thing I will say outside of him, in that instance, I'm seeing Trent ball watch and he's jogging, and it's like on one hand, it's like you're ball watching and jogging, hoping that someone else wins the ball while you conserve energy in order for you to get the ball and then try and play expansive again. That's the discipline that I'm talking about. Where I'm saying, okay, we need to highlight that and we need to kill it, brother. I know you're special. You are a fullback. Be disciplined. Hone in on the discipline. Everything else is a bonus. That's all I'll say.
no, but
Sorry, Chuma, do you want to go? You could go
no,
ahead.
okay, no, it's still you. But there's something you said that I couldn't let slide.
Okay.
You brought up Potter, and so when he got the point at Anfield, where did Liverpool finish that year?
Oh, yeah, it was a vastly different Liverpool side.
Okay,
Yeah, it was a
that's
vastly
about
different
that's all.
Liverpool side.
Continue.
Yeah, so vastly.
And how many goals? How many goals did you guys score?
Oh my god. It's
Yeah.
a vastly different Liverpool side, yes.
Fair
So
enough. Because yesterday,
I will give some love there.
I didn't see, but again, but like I said before, we move on to the next one. Chris, your next match is Nottingham Forest. Don't you dare lose to them. Don't you
That's
dare.
a tough game as well. Not
That's
to
Don't you dare.
Oh,
lose
we
to
didn't talk
Nottingham
about Sobo.
Forest.
We did. To be fair, I'd lie. Listen,
Okay, remember I said it. I said Liverpool. This because if the way my expectation was you're gonna beat United and you're gonna go to Nottingham Forest and be like, okay, let's see what we're gonna do. But now that I've gone to Nottingham United now, you have to go to Forest and win. They
Wait
are
a
going
minute, Abdullah. I think you're forgetting something. Nottingham Forest was the first team or the only team to beat
yes,
them in Anfield
only
this
team to beat
season.
them in Anfield. Yes,
yeah,
that's what I
Yes.
was saying. Yes, now it's difficult because you are going to their home and they
Yeah, the
are
second.
very,
They're
very
currently
good.
third in the team, right, in the league, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
the
are very,
third.
very good.
They're playing pretty good.
And
They,
if they win today, they will be
but
level on point with Arsenal.
I'm like, I'm like, I just want to. I want to say this because
Right.
I'm a fair guy, or try to be. Sober's like,
He didn't play as well.
Sober's like, he didn't play, and I don't know. Listen, I'd have to lean towards Chris. I emphasize on lean and not rely because he's compromised to a degree. But do you think you missed him per se? Um, yesterday.
100%.
In place of who,
100%,
Jones?
bro. Yeah,
Curtis
100%,
Jones.
bro. When I tell you, and I do say it a little bit as a joke, but also there's truth in it because of what he actually offers us in the team. When I say he's our pulse, you think I'm
Oh,
fully joking. No, 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 no. He literally is. Literally is. He's the energizer. And not only is the energizer, he helps on the transition in driving. And not only that, he's actually, you see when I say that Salah needs to stop being so wide and he needs to invert and Trent needs to maintain discipline. You know who actually maintains discipline, especially on the transition, but even outside of the transition, just in terms of the build up, who maintains discipline in allowing Salah to invert a lot more? Slow Sly. Even at the beginning of
That's
the season, I was telling you, yo, I like him in the sense that he can be out wide because he actually can cross the ball. But outside of being able to cross the ball, he offers the mobility and allows us to go inside a little bit more. And the energy and the helping in the build up. I struggle to see Jones doing that to the same degree that Strobo does. You know, Jones offers his own thing, but I struggle to see to the same thing that I want to and need to continue to see with Jones.
fair enough. Now I want us to talk about transfers now, but where do we start from? Because I just saw a transfer like is it 20 seconds, 20 minutes ago. Omar Mamouche to Manchester City on a 5 years contract, so it's almost done. It should be a
Who?
done deal soon.
Marmoush,
Oh, Mamouche,
the Egyptian,
yeah, they give a place for Eintracht Frankfurt. If am I
yeah,
is
Frankfurt.
it who they play for?
He's,
Or
he's, go,
Bayer Leverkusen? I
he's
think
going
it's
to Man
Frankfurt.
City.
Yeah, Man City. Yes, 5 year
I
deal.
mean, that's good for them.
Yep, he's going to Manchester City. It should be done soon,
I
though,
mean,
according to the
so
report.
they're back.
Yeah, also relax. They need a midfield. They are not
They're
back yet.
probably going to lose this week, man.
Wait, who are they
Relax,
playing?
relax.
Brentford-
Who are they playing in the no? Who are they playing in the
I think it's Brentford
Europa League?
away.
But oh my goodness, nah. Cool. Damn,
Bro,
that's a very
I'll
low
tell you, I
standard.
watched the match against West Ham, bro. And people,
They were not good. See, West Ham were
no, but
horrible. City were very lucky because they were too open.
no, I'll tell you,
Very open.
City. I watched West Ham. City are still crap. Make no mistake about it.
I know they are crap.
Like
I know.
West Ham, City,
That midfield was
bro.
nowhere to be found. It was
West
horrible.
Ham actually had chances. City's defense is just absolutely horrible.
And the difference is you are playing a Brentford who has an informed duo in Umbuemo and Wisa. And the way Brentford play and the way City open up, it might be a go first.
I still think, honestly, at the end of the day, man, the title's in Liverpool's hands, and if Liverpool somehow stumble,
Yeah, I know.
then
We'll see.
Arsenal will
Chris,
win.
NK, is your mic working? I'm gonna come to you now. It's three question, and I don't know how you're gonna answer that question, but before you answer, I'm gonna just say my own piece out. Before I see the report, Guehi, Charlobah, Nkunku. Firstly, I don't want Charlobah to come back because of for his insanity. Please stay at Crystal Palace because of the way you've been treated. Just as Crystal Palace. For Maguire, I rate Guehi, but do I really rate him highly? No. Who I want is an injury-prone player, but I want him at Chelsea badly. Is Ronald Araujo of Barcelona? That is my defense. That is who I want. That is someone I want because I watch him a lot. To say, okay, give me that guy. We'll level together. I'm ready to go. That is who I want. He plays for Barcelona. He's from Uruguay. That is my defender. But again, we are going for Maguire, who I rate, but not too much. I rate Guehi, but not too much. Also, we have a buyback clause, and Crystal Palace want to sell for like 65. I don't know how those buyback clause is gonna work. Are we gonna get it for 42, 50? I don't know. You have to figure that out. Charlobah, for your insanity, please stay there. Guehi, we'll see how it goes. I rate him, but not too highly. We'll see. And according to Sam Mark Bell, he said Maresca like him a lot. He rate him very highly. So I can see that happening before the transfer window close. And for Nkunku, I have made up my mind already for a very long time. Please pack your bag and go. Two teams in one team. FC Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid in one team. And this is my question. I've been telling you from day one. Chelsea won the same money they paid him for how good lies which is 60 million. I don't see Atletico paying 60 million for him. I don't see that happening. I'm sorry, I don't. I do not see that happening. So Bayern Munich could pay that, but I'm not sure of Atletico paying that amount of money. Those bastards always behave as if that they are broke nigga. I don't see them paying that amount of money, but I can see Bayern Munich paying it. Now my question is, you have Jamal Musiala there. Where does Nkunku play? It's not a striker. So we'll see how it go. Oluwa, Guehi, Charlobah, Nkunku, where are you at? Oluwa, are you there? Oluwa, are you there? I think Oluwa. Chris, what what's your take? Nkunku, Madrid, and Charlobah.
To where, to Man United or to Chelsea?
No, Chelsea won Guehi and they're thinking about Charlobah bringing back, but Charlobah wants to stay at Crystal Palace. Why Nkunku, Atletico Madrid, and Bayern Munich want him?
Uh, so Charlobah and Nkunku. Okay. So and Mark Guehi, or however you say his name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I don't rate like any of them exact. Nkunku, I think he's an okay player. So wherever he goes, I think he'll just be okay. I don't expect anything special. But if Chelsea can get money for him, take the money and run. Take the money and run. You know. And who's the other player? Charlobah. Trevor Charlobah.
Charlobah, yeah.
Trevor Charlobah. I I think it's a sideways step for Chelsea if they sign him. They already have Buddy and
Hold on, hold on,
Lukaku,
hold on, hold on. We already have who? About the show?
Buddy.
He's a disaster. He's not good enough. What do you mean? No,
But
no, no.
isn't it
Like,
a sideways step in
what,
that
what do you mean by we
Trevor
have
Chalobah?
Badiashile? That's not good
Yeah, but
enough. He needs to be
it
sold.
isn't.
He's not
It
Chelsea
isn't.
standard. In as
Sure,
much as I
but
understand the fact that okay, getting calling Chalobah back makes absolutely no sense from Chelsea. This is a player that we didn't want. The management didn't want him at the beginning of the season, right? So he just
Exactly, and
makes a
I'm like,
mockery
for
of the
his insanity,
management.
for his
Yeah,
insanity,
it makes
just
no
stay
sense.
there,
I
please.
don't think in the contract as well. There's a bridging contract that says he can come back.
There is,
Yeah. So
they can
like
call him back.
the truth here again is the unfair treatment to him. If you remember in the preseason, like if I
Yes.
was him, I wouldn't want to come play for Chelsea again. No, it's just the reality. So like yeah,
And for Maguire now,
I
it's
don't.
someone I rate,
Yeah,
but
McGill is a solid
I don't
defender
rate
because if I
highly.
ask you now, like yeah, he's been going upward trajectory. Played for England, has been solid.
Mhm.
He was meant to leave Crystal Palace at the end of last season, but they moved him come. To be
Yes.
honest, he's a leader as
Yeah.
well. He was, came from Chelsea's youth academy.
He was good. But do you know what I want? Is Ronald Araujo. I thought to
Arao from
Barcelona as
Barcelona
well.
is
Yes,
that's
he's
more
a
of a
great
big
player.
risk if you ask me. This is a player McGill. I'll tell you
That's my
why.
that's my
I'll
own
tell you why this is a
level
big
of
risk.
defender. Oh.
He's from South America. He's coming from another league. We don't know how he's going to perform in England. Not of Chelsea.
My only fear is injury. Is
And
an
that's another
injury prone
problem
player.
again.
That's my
Like
only
all
fear.
day long, McGill, or what do you pronounce his name?
Mm-hmm.
Is for
Mm-hmm.
me a much better option because I think he's in his final year of his contract, right? Okay, two more
He
year
has
contract.
2 more years
Okay,
on his
good.
contract, 18
He's
months, 18
proven
months.
already. He's a leader.
And we have 20 million
20 million.
buyback clause. I don't know how
That's
that
a
works.
steal,
We
man.
have 20%.
Good. That's a steal.
20%.
We should go for him. Right now in
So
England,
Crystal
right
Palace
now
are
in
looking to
England,
sell for
he's
65. I
he's
don't know how much
arguably
we'll pay. My concern is how much are we going to negotiate with them because we have 20 million
mhm.
buyback clause. And see, Crystal Palace want to sell for
Yeah,
65.
whatever the case
Are we,
might
are we
be,
paying
it's gonna
22?
still gonna be a good deal, regardless. I know for me, we should go for him right away. This is not even about Fafana getting injured. He's arguably better than all our defenders. That's the truth. We don't have solid defenders in our team. From Fafana, Badashu, Disasi, Koro, Tosin. I'm sorry, they're all average defenders. And I'm not saying this new guy is world class. No, but for me, he's more solid. He's proven that he's reliable. That's the word. He's more reliable. He's left-footed player again. And I think we need to start clearing out some of our defenders. Badashu, Disasi, should both leave. We're done with them. We're done. Those two guys, those two Monaco guys, they're garbage. I don't often like to use such word, but those guys are not good enough. We need to sell them as soon as
Yep.
possible. Badashu, for me, he has no place in this club.
Yes.
Disasi as well
Sell.
needs to be gone.
Yep. I
And I
agree.
can understand for
We'll see how
Cole.
it goes.
Cole is
I think
Chelsea's youth academy.
according
He's
to
fine. He's still
yeah,
learning.
according to Sam Markberg, who is highly very tier one in terms of report, I said Maresca really rate him very high and they want him at the club. So he said keep an eye on Guehi for
This
Chelsea.
is not even about Maresca rating anybody. Maresca rated Bruce Bio. Where is it today? I don't care about that.
No
I
comments.
only care about what the club
So
brings.
but I like Guehi, but he's good player. And if you bring him to Chelsea, I won't even say no to him because
He
I
has
know how
struggled
good a
in
player
Chelsea,
he is.
man. That guy was meant to be he was meant to be Conor Gallagher's replacement, right?
Who?
Chris, what's his name? KDB. I'm sorry, KDH. What's his name? He
Yes,
can't
yes,
even
yes, yes.
start a game.
We are about to sell him to
Yeah, he
West
has to
Ham.
go. He's not Chelsea standard.
Same thing with
He needs to go.
Chukwuemeka.
We need to replace him right away. No
Yep.
time.
We'll see how
Yeah.
it go. Your take on Nkunku, Paris Saint-Germain. Now, it's been reported now that PSG, Bayern Munich, and
Want
Atletico
who?
want him. Christopher
He should
Nkunku.
go, please. Doesn't fit the way we play.
But no, I think the stumbling block now is the fee Chelsea are
Look,
wanted. Chelsea are not backing out. They want the same fee they got
Abdullah,
for him in RB Leipzig, which is 60 million.
look, what Chelsea didn't want to do before, we're gonna do it now. See all this thing of Jackson bullshit, man. Go get your man and stop all this garbage talk.
They will have to do it. They have no choice. They
What?
will have to do it. They will have to do it. If they are running away from him, they will have to do it.
We
They
need
have no
it.
choice.
Look,
They will have to.
I don't want to come against Jackson here, but Mikel said the same thing. The guy was telling Mikel to shut up. You've seen it. Like sometimes it's good to listen. He can be a squad player, but not a regular striker. Never. Jackson will never lead us to a
Yeah.
title. That's the honest truth. I don't want to be
Yeah.
hard on him. He's still learning.
It's not having. It's the reality
He's
talk.
young.
It's not.
He's
They are not hard on him.
23. He's a
Everybody
young
that
kid.
see. Everybody
He's a
that
young
left
kid,
Chelsea.
and
Everybody that left
he's
Chelsea.
still
Let me say
developing
the
his
truth.
game. But he can
Nicola
never
that.
lead us to title. Things might change. He can be a squad player, but he
That's
cannot be the
why.
main guy. No, the guy lacks some certain. He's not prolific enough.
I
I'm
don't think
sorry.
we're gonna even buy a striker in January. I think we'll possibly buy a striker
Yeah,
in
go
summer,
all
not in
out
January.
for Salon Osimhen, please. Enough of all this bullshit talk
Yeah.
with. You're
Yeah.
gonna
For me, a striker will be done in the
let
summer, not in
Nkunku
January.
go.
Unless, according to Fabrizio said it, unless Nkunku goes, then
But
Chelsea will have to look at
why is
striker.
that? Why is that even meant to be an issue? Let Nkunku go. The truth is,
It's very simple.
let
Chelsea are
him
willing to
go.
let him go. That's why we are getting the
Nkunku. Here's
report
the
of
thing, Abdullah.
Atletico.
Nkunku is not going to start for Chelsea. He's not going to be our main number 9. Correct, right?
Yes, it's
He's
not
not
even
going to
a
be our
number
number
9.
10. So where's he going to play? So let him
You know
go.
where?
I don't understand. We have a Felix, we have a Palmer in the 10. So where's he going to play? It's just unfortunate for him. He's injury prone. He doesn't suit our style. He's a highest goal scorer. That's good. That's really going to up his value as well. But let him go, please.
Sure, you can join. Oh. Yes, I'm from Africa.
What's
Yes,
that?
Just Kid. Yes, you can join the show, brother. That's the link. The link is there. You can join,
Did
brother.
you
No
switch
problem.
from? I know I haven't been in your stream quite a while. I just saw
Yeah,
this on Twitter. I'm like, okay, let me come online.
yeah. I'll be going. We'll be streaming. We'll be going back to stream yet very soon.
Yeah,
I'm
stream
using
yard,
this one
right?
a little bit.
You don't use
Yeah,
the what's it called
we'll
the previous one.
stream. I don't use
What do
playback
you call it?
anymore. I'm gonna be using
Yeah, like what we
stream
used
yet
to use
very
back
soon.
then, right?
Playback,
Okay.
playback.
What about the other lads? The Blue Eyes, King Black and all that.
No, you guys came in
What about
yesterday.
King Black? When last did you hear from him?
Recently, I think was it last week? He only came to the show, but I know he's
Okay.
listening to
What
the show
about
though.
Abdul K?
I don't know. Abdullah has been moving
What?
mad, man.
Abdul's not
He's been
interested
moving mad.
in
Abdullah,
chat talk anymore.
I
What?
don't even know. Abdullah has been moving mad. His head is not normal.
Oh.
That's what I can say. Abdul leg is not normal. I know you. I know Abdul is listening. I know. I can. They are listening, but he said it's not, both him and Kim Black, their head are not normal.
Okay, we'll see. Yeah,
Yeah. So for me with Nkunku, that's what I can see. Me enough is enough for me. You can just take it back
I
and
gotta go, man. I'm sorry. Like, no, it just
border.
shows you yesterday in the previous game on Saturday as well. The manager doesn't even trust in him. Don't have trust in him, rather. Bringing up the young lad,
My
playing ahead
boy.
of him.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't offer much. He doesn't retain the ball. He doesn't win area balls. He doesn't press. Too much negativity for me. He doesn't suit the league in England. Maybe you go back to Germany or PSG. I don't care. You gotta go. I'm just not getting young anymore. So yeah,
Exactly. PSG
yeah. Let
wants
him
him.
go,
Bayern Munich
please.
wants Madrid. Where do you
I
see
don't
him
care where
going
he
though?
goes. Just leave our club. I'm not interested in where I see him going to. I just want him to go. To create the space for Jackson to be the number two. Then we get the number one. Simple.
So we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting transfer window because of the club that wants to buy him. Which for me, Chelsea doesn't want to do it only the summer. But if you sell a Kunku, surely you have to buy a number 9. Surely you cannot
You
escape
don't
it.
want to talk about your own boy. Well, why?
I don't want
Cool.
to talk
What's your
about
guy?
what.
What's his name? Osima.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna let Kunku, surely you have to buy a number 9. Who's gonna be greater Osimhen for me? Which is Osimhen for me? That for me you can't change it. But again, the report is they want to wait till the summer to buy a striker, which I'm like, are you really sure? But again, if Nkunku goes, then you are forcing the hand of Chelsea have to change
I
their
don't lie.
strategy in terms of
You
not
haven't
that
spoken
Nkunku.
about this aspect of our game. Our right back. What's happening in our right back there?
Brother, I am confused. Manu Gusto for me, the way he's been moving
Okay.
recently, I don't even know how to explain
I'll
that
say
to
this now.
people.
Before I get to Malo Gusto, what are we doing with Rhys James, please?
He's been back,
Please,
oh,
that guy is
and
not back.
again,
He's not back. He's just on the bench. He's not fit. He's not ready to play. So
can I say something? Can I say James is
obviously political
politics.
stuff. I know.
Yeah,
Because the
brother.
club captain.
It's politics. And I hate that in the aspect of Chelsea because it pisses from the first time Pochettino came in when they gave him the captain armband. I was already angry. I was like, he doesn't deserve
There's
to be
nowhere
Chelsea
no.
captain because he hasn't earned it. He has not earned it. So he has to earn it. Thiago Silva should have been the captain. Then James should learn from Silva the following year for him to be able to prepare
You're
him
making
for
a
captain.
guy that is not fully fit to captain. Makes no sense.
And I'm asking myself, why are you making someone
You
that's
now
not even
put in a
available
Ben
your
Chilwell as
captain?
assistant. Very disaster,
Eh, like the idiot. That was
decision.
my big red flag on Pochettino. I'm like, why are you doing it, Paul?
You
Doesn't
put
make
your
sense at
trust.
all. Two red flag
Like,
player. One is the two of them are injury prone, and one doesn't even deserve to be the captain because he hasn't earned it for me
he's
to
not
even
even
become a
vocal
Chelsea captain.
enough.
He
No,
deserves.
nah. I would prefer Caicedo being our
He hasn't
Enzo.
even earned it. He has
I
not
even
even
prefer
earned it
Caicedo or
at all
Enzo being
to become
our
a captain.
captain. And like I said, look, Chris James, I don't know what we're doing with that guy. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
don't
not one
agree.
of those Chelsea fans.
But
I don't
Oluwa,
lie.
you know it's
I'm
politics.
not
You
one of
know,
those Chelsea fans that, oh, all of a sudden, I'm going to be licking his butts. No, I've watched way better right back than him. And for me, it's about Chelsea. I don't care about any football player. If he's injury prone, I'm sorry, he's got to go. Cash on the guy. And for Palm, what's his name? The Gusto. Gusto's not having a good season. Like I've been so disappointed with Gusto this season. Like,
I am
yeah,
I
very
am really
disappointed. Like
disappointed too.
his passes, his ability to utilize the ball at the final third of the game, been very poor. Um, yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do there. Like, to address his dreams, issue. I don't think we're gonna sort that out right back. But I'm very glad we got the signing of the young man at Achimpong.
I
So that kind of
I
helped
think
though.
from
I
it
think
is
he's
very
right
good. He
back
can
or
play
center
center
right
back.
back. What is it?
Yeah, his best position is
Okay,
the
that's
right back.
good. That's good. He had a good game on
But he can
Saturday as
also
well.
play. He can
He had
also
a
play
good
at the
game on
center back.
Saturday, so I'm very happy for that.
Yeah. I don't want. I really want him more as a
I don't want to
right
see
back,
the
not a
Sassy
central
play
back.
there anymore. No, Disasi needs
Disaster,
to be
my
sold as
goodness.
well. Disasi, Ben Chilwell,
Badiashile,
KDH, Badasho.
and also If I want to say the truth, Wesley Fofana
Yeah,
needs to be
it's
sold
garbage,
also.
man.
It's very
I'm
injury
sorry.
prone.
It's, he should go
Injury
sort
prone.
himself.
If you
Yeah.
cannot stay fit, if you cannot stay fit, brother,
Oh, it's
it's
time
time
to
to
go.
go.
And it makes too much noise. Should go.
He makes a lot of money. You see those French
Yeah,
players, all
this
of them are
guy.
scammer. Those French players, all of
Yeah.
them are scam. All of them.
I
I'm
know.
not kidding you. Disasi, Badiashile, Nkunku, Wesley,
Yeah,
all
all
of them
of
are
yeah,
scam.
that's true.
Scam. Scam. They scam us. After
These are
scamming us
scammers.
finish. They scam us now because if you cannot, Nkunku has bro, Nkunku has been injured for like for the past
Yeah.
1 year, and now he's fit. Gusto injured. Now his feet is been crap. Wesley Fofana always getting injured. Badiashile injured. Disasi disaster.
Yeah, that's true.
What are we getting
These
ourselves
French
into?
guys, man. Nope.
All of them are crap. And they must annoying part about it is they can go to parties, they can do bread, but to play football is a
Yeah, we
problem.
gotta clear them out, man. Like,
Right? They
and
can do
that's
parties, they can
why,
do bread,
and that's
to play
why,
football is a problem.
yeah, we
I
gotta
don't
let them
understand
go,
this.
man. We need this.
I don't
This
understand. I don't
January
understand.
signing window. Sorry, we need
Outgoings,
to. Yeah, we need to
outgoings
have
is
some
very
outgoings
important.
and maybe
Yeah, we are working. Fabricio said we
two
are working
players
on it
coming
already.
in, one midfield and maybe
He
one
said he
center
said
back.
he said we're gonna see a lot of outgoing more than
Oh yeah, yeah.
incoming. That's what he said.
Two should come in. One midfield to replace KDH. And a
They are
center
looking
back as
into
well to
bringing
replace.
maybe Santos back, and they are looking maybe they can get Guehi from
Yeah, McGill
Palace.
for me from Palace would be great for the back. He's gonna slot in right away.
Yes.
So that thing, what's his name? Kuro. I don't know. We're gonna sit on the bench. So we're gonna pair him with someone on the right. So we'll see.
Yeah. Then maybe Santos can come back.
Maybe
I
we'll
don't
see.
know.
We'll
We'll
see. We'll
see.
see. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna be joining a meeting now,
Then
so I might be on mute. So
no
I'll come in
worries.
and out. We'll see.
So no worries. Chris, I'm gonna come to you on this. Lopetegui is out. Graham Potter
Oh, I've not
in.
sacked him. I've
Is
not
it the
sacked
right
him.
option? Yes, Graham Potter is the new
Graham Potter is
manager.
the manager now. Oh,
Yep.
well, that's good for Potter. Graham Potter.
Yep. Back to EPL. EPL football. Chris, Potter to West Ham. But that West Ham team is not a bad team, but I think they are suffering from that horrible bastard called Lopetegui. That man, I don't even know. I don't even understand his tactics. It's horrible.
Yeah, nah,
It's
I think
horrible.
it's a good idea. Not a good idea. It's good that he's gone. You know, like he was literally food
My
for any team that has an attack. West Ham is food. You know, you can get three, four, five.
that West Ham team, Chris, that West Ham team is not bad. That team is not bad.
Now they're not. They're not. But like the way they set up tactically, they're food. You know, you can see
Oh my goodness, the protecting is worse, man. That brother is worse. I don't know why they take this time to start him.
I
They should
think
have gone since. Why
he's
are
not a
they?
friend manager. To, to stay in Spain or go to Italy. Not a friend manager.
No, but for Potter, we'll see how it goes for Potter. Potter is not a bad manager though. It's good.
Yeah, like
Maybe you
I
have
try to
very
not look at the job he was doing at Chelsea because that was almost an impossible to succeed job because he comes when it came in like September, late September, after Tuchel just got sacked, and you signed a whole bunch of players,
yes, yes.
and you signed even more players in
Mm-hmm.
January. Like it was just a lot. It was a lot of chaos. And different owners as well. The club was a mess. So I try not to look at Potter at Chelsea and be like, oh, he's a bum because Chelsea was just a mess. But what he was doing at Brighton just before he left, like, nah, this is a
Yeah,
decent manager, you know, decent manager
it
that
is.
can.
And I think for me, West Ham is a ceiling for me though. West Ham is a ceiling for me where you can bring back his career and his future, then
Hmm,
announce himself back. I don't think he's a crap manager, but he can use West Ham to announce himself.
not true.
He can use West Ham to announce himself, which for me it's not bad because you can decide to say, okay, I've been having an horrible stuff, but if I use West Ham to make name for myself, then I should be able to do much better. In terms of the way I build things, so you can be able to say, okay, I will use West Ham to at least make name for myself, put this out because he can use what time to put himself into the pictures in terms of put his time on a timeline and say, okay, let me use West Ham because you believe West Ham is not that big club or big name like Chelsea, United, Arsenal, other kind of big name. So him going there will actually help him do. And with the squad they have, it's not a bad squad. People need to understand that West Ham is not a bad club, but the way the stuff has been moving recently, especially the team, is not been going well. That team is not horrible, but Lopetegui is just worse. That man is just worse. He's just worse.
Yeah, now they have
He's
decent
just
players,
he's,
you
he's
know. West Ham has decent
yeah.
players. Gareth Owen,
Especially Kudus. I think
Kudus.
Kudus for me should have been the player. He should have been a break. So if there's still someone that is breakout player, it should have been more Kudus because he's just too talented kid. But because he's talented now, we have a manager who is crap. We have a manager who is crap, who doesn't make use of his talent, which is kind of pissing me off already.
Wait, how? Oh my goodness! First of all, I didn't realize what this clown Mano was doing with that name, Justice for Joy. Now I realize, oh, this guy's a fool. Anyways, we'll get to that. We should get to that at some point. On
Which
Kudus, I want to ask on this question. On this question,
okay,
this isn't me saying he's a bomb or anything. What is he good at?
I
I know he dribbles around. What is he good at?
please don't
I
do
know he
this.
dribbles around and stuff, but he's an attacker. What is he good at?
Kudus is good
Who
at
who's this?
everything.
Who is this?
Let me
Kudus,
explain.
Kudus,
Ball manipulation,
What is he
Muhammad
good at?
Kudus.
Oh my god.
ball manipulation, passing, creativity is good in all aspects. It's very, very good. When I'm
He's
talking
good in
about ball
creativity.
manipulation, I'm talking about winger one-on-one direct. Mohamed
But my,
Kudus.
my thing is with ball manipulation. Like all the moves that you should have in your toolbox should be geared towards getting the team a goal. With his ball
Oh my,
manipulation,
here we
that should
go.
lead West Ham to goals. He's an attacker, right?
Here
He's
Yeah,
we
an
go.
attacker. So, should that not be the expectation?
yeah, but when I'm saying ball manipulation, what I mean is technical aspect of the game. Mo Kudus is the guy because you can. Is very, very good. He's that good of a player. He's someone when I look at him, I'm like, why is he suffering at West Ham? He can go to a better club and just perform. That's how good of a player he
Let
is.
let me.
Don't
Can
you
I
think he needs to prove himself first? For sure. Go
You
ahead.
need to you need to do what?
can
Prove
I go
himself.
ahead?
Like he hasn't had that season where
Kyle,
he's like,
you
yo,
are sick. You are
I'm that
sick.
He's
guy.
he's
You are very sick in the
yo
head.
kick. Why is this guy here? Kick this
Kyle,
guy,
Kyle,
please.
you are
Kick this
sick
guy,
in the
please.
head.
The guy
You
doesn't
are
make
sick in the
one
head.
productive
This,
comment.
this
Kick
is
this
this is a
guy,
lie.
please.
This is a lie.
The hell?
What the heck? Kyle, you are
To be
sick in
fair,
the head.
I was gonna say though. I was gonna say as a con, you know, I'm a Ghanaian international. Um, I watch Ghana, although he's had some great performances. Let me not lie. He does like playing football with his head down. I don't like that. Um, holds onto the ball a bit too much, as well. In terms of you could release it a couple of seconds quicker. Um, hopefully that comes with maturity in his game. So I'll say that's a weakness too. Another weakness, he likes striking it from range. Um, and he has a
Does he
couple
score from
goals.
range?
Huh?
Does he score from range?
He has done it before. I don't know the efficiency, but because he's done it, because he's done it before, he thinks he can. He thinks he has the license to just bang it from range. And I don't know how. At West Ham, I'm sure you could do it. Although their fans might feel a type of way, I'm sure you could do it. But at a big
Mm,
club, if you did that at Arsenal, I don't think Arteta would be happy based on the sort of guy he is. You see what I mean?
mm.
So he does. For me,
Boy,
is a
boy,
bit.
boy, Enke, he's young now. Kudus is
He's a bit of
22.
an individual. He's a
He's
bit of an
22.
individual.
He's young. That can improve in his game because he's young.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying that's what he needs to work on. Release the ball on time. Um, don't hold onto the ball too much, and limit the tendency at which you decide to like ring it off from range. It's not every strike.
Yeah,
It's not every strike. I'm
I
scared.
agree.
It's the big. I'm scared. Is what Tao said. To be fair, I am a bit worried because I don't see like I wouldn't want Chelsea to sign him. And my
Wow,
my and
wow.
my the way I look at a player is if I don't want to sign you at my club, then I don't think you're all that. If
Now,
that
now,
makes sense.
now. I
So
disagree with this because when you look at the player like Kudus, you need a team like a big team where he can actually show himself as a platform where you know if a coach actually just coach him, that guy ceiling is very very high. Mo Kudus ceiling is very high. That boy
This
can play
guy's
football.
just,
He can ball.
just need to kick this guy out, man. Just need
I'm
to
not
kick this guy
Kudus
out.
he has an high ceiling of a play. It's very very good. He needs to go to a club
But
where
don't you think there's a lot of bias for his profile of play? I won't even say profile
now
of play.
you are
But
scared
it's
of
not
the
good.
squad.
Let me
Please
repackage it.
stop with
I won't say
Here we
profile
go.
because
Here
profile
we
can
go.
have a lot of
Here we
attributes.
go.
Don't you think there's a bias towards a specific attributes in a player,
Here
whereby
we go.
if you spam a lot of dribbles, therefore you're talented?
I'm mute. I'm mute. I'm mute. I'm mute. I'm mute.
Like NK said himself, there's a lot
but,
of times with his head down and he's just dribbling. I'm like, okay, do you actually think on the football pitch? Like, are you geared towards helping this team win games, or are you just trying to play like you're at the park?
but I think that is the way his game is, and which can for me, which can improve with a better coach, a better place, and a better environment. Which I believe, yes, it does that a lot, but that's kind of the way he plays football. But that can also change, because if it's in a better place in terms of coaching, the players around him, that will improve. Instead of him shooting, he will pass. Instead of him passing, he will shoot. So those
Ab-
aspects will improve in his game.
Abdullah, can how you doing, guys? Let me
Right,
just
right,
chime in real
right.
quick. I think with the way the game is right now, the way the game is being played, I don't think player like Mohamed Kudus is gonna be appreciated. It's just as simple as that. So the way the game is being played now is always on GA stats, and that's it.
Preach on. Preach on.
So let me tell you something. Cole Palmer can be one of the worst player on the pitch, but because he scored one goal, he's not going to be
You
substituted,
didn't
or
need
he's
to
not
go
going to
there,
be.
though.
No, no, no. I will go. I will go. Everyone will take the
You didn't need
bullets.
to
We
go
need
there,
to
though.
go
Everybody will
there. We
take the
need to go
bullets.
there. I beg, we need to go
Everybody will
there.
take the bullets, my man.
I'm already
So,
pissed off with him
so,
already with my
so
red
it's
already.
not going to be take off, or even if you ask the coach, he will say, "Oh, why should I take him off? Who am I going to bring on?" Because it's called a goal, or he had one moment of brilliance in the game, and that's it. But
Hey, hey, can I ask you a question?
his overall game was probably trash. So
Hey, hey,
players
can I ask
like
you a question?
yeah,
Just very quick. Thierry Henry, after the 2006 Champions League final, people over the years have packaged this saying that, oh, he played well, he played well. At the end of that game, in his interview, he was saying, I didn't see Ronaldinho who was spamming a lot of dribbles. I didn't see Samuel Eto'o, but you saw Henrik Larsson, who got two assists. This was 16, no, 18, no, 19 years ago now, 2025. 19 years ago now. Why are we acting like GA has never been a thing? It was on the forefront of the mind because that's what changes games. Football isn't different. I feel like discourse is different, and the way that we focus on certain things are different. You know,
okay. So I'm gonna ask you this: do you think at this day and age, do you think which coach do you think is gonna start Ronaldinho, even with how talented he is?
any coach in the world that has a brain is starting Ronaldinho.
They will not start Ronaldinho.
So, they
They
will-
will not start Ronaldinho. What they are worried about is your defensive ability, your position on the pitch, um, what you're actually doing to like affects the attack, the stats. That's
I
all that
disagree.
matters. How many kilometers are you covering? That's
That's not
all that
true.
matters to them. How many players do you see do like all the flicks and tricks nowadays? Is it
Yeah,
because they
flicks,
can't do it anymore?
yeah, flicks and tricks are not a prerequisite for for being on the pitch or not being on the pitch. Like Ronaldinho could cut that out and still be special. You know,
But is he gonna
Ronaldinho was
cut that
still a
out though?
direct
Is he
player.
gonna cut it? Is he gonna cut it out?
Even if he doesn't cut it out, if it doesn't come at the expense of the team and he's still playing the same way that he did
Do
20
you
years
know?
ago, he's still
Do
gonna
you know
play.
how many times he has to try the tricks before like, some of them actually pulls off?
Yeah, so same thing with, do you know how many times people that try and directly go for goal fail before they actually get the goal?
That's different. But if you're actually going for goal, and even people nowadays, you can see them. Oh, when they play against low blocks team, you have 90% of the possession, stuff like that. You're still trying, but that doesn't mean oh. you are just doing this flicks and trying to like dribble, trying to like entertain the fans. And I
My
feel
my
like that's
honest,
what Kudos does. So a lot of
my
people are not
honest
going to
opinion.
appreciate it.
Now, my honest opinion is I don't think Ronaldinho was just doing flicks and tricks to entertain. Like he was doing it in part to entertain, in part because he enjoyed doing it. But it's also trickery that he used to get past players in order to score. It wasn't aimless. You know, that's the most important thing, the foundation. If whatever you're trying to do is not aimless, go for it, especially if it's effective. And when Ronaldinho was doing it, which is why he's a legend in the game, because it was effective. If Ronaldinho scored 3 goals a season, but he was getting all these dribbles and he was seen as the best attacker back in the days, and now if you said the same statement that he wouldn't survive in today's society, fair enough. I won't argue with you. But that's not the case. He was actually productive at his best. He was productive. So
It
that's
was
just not
productive
true.
for how many seasons? The probably like 1 or 2 seasons. Then what happened?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like his lore, his legacy, it's based off of the period that he was actually productive. The second that he wasn't productive, he wasn't seen as the best anymore. And he wasn't playing in 2025. Why was he not seen as the best? Because he wasn't productive. Which means productivity matters. It mattered then and it still matters now.
And that's the reason I'm saying about Kudus, because I believe in terms of productivity, he has it, ability and talent, he has it. But I think he needs a coach where he can actually coach, because sometimes Kudus tend to like, when he gets the ball, I want to shoot. And I'm like, Kudus, just calm the head down. Everything will be shoot. Sometimes you have to make it. That's why I prefer Jared Bowen more, because Bowen is more refined to me than Kudus. Because Bowen knows when to shoot and when to pass. He knows that. He has that in his locker a lot. He knows when to shoot. He knows when to pass. He doesn't just make bad decision. He knows when to, you know, okay, I know when to shoot in this situation and I know when to pass. But Kudus is all about zoom, zoom. I'm like, bro, just calm down, man. Everything is not about shooting. Sometimes you calm down and pass, and sometimes you shoot. Let's say I said you need a coaching where the coach will tell him, Mo, just calm down. Everything's about boom, shoot. No, there is a time you shoot and there is a time you pass. I think that's what is happening in his game. If that can change in his game and that can be refined in his game, I think he'll be a devastating player for me. Oh, he has a lot to learn though.
Yeah. To me personally, if Kudus leaves West Ham, he should go to like a B or C level team. Like go to Spurs, go to Leipzig, get a little more education before you go to a massive club. You know. 'Cause I
I
don't
still
think the
believe,
transition from West
okay,
Ham
I agree with
to
you, but I still believe he still have to go to, because he's young, he has a lot to learn. I believe he needs to go to a big club where he will have to understand the game himself. He will have to understand, because you need to understand the game himself as a player to be able to play on high level in terms of technical. He has ability, and I think if he goes to Arsenal for me, he will be a devastating player because of the way Ateta set up his team. Ateta will be able to rely on his ability to beat one or two players. That's number one. Ateta will also believe that, okay, I know who Kudus is. I can work with him in terms of his decision making, knows when to shoot, knows when to pass. Because Ateta believe he will be able to work with him in those aspects. So that's what I'm saying. A player like Kudus for me, that's why I like what you said. May not be appreciated in this era, but he can always improve as a player because he has so much quality, so much high ceiling in his game where the improvement will have to be key a lot. He's young, he's 23. So people that want to back on him, he's 23. He still has a long way to go, which I believe he will have to improve a lot. I wouldn't mind even taking him at Chelsea because I believe in my wrestler coaching, he will even be more be more right in terms of his decision making because I'm looking at our wing, right wing, nobody is there. Madueke because sometimes he behaves as if he's smoking some weed. So Neto is not showing up enough for what I want. So having Kudus there for me, I know very fast because of the way my red set up, he likes to play more on a wing. So he will prefer Kudus more to play. Okay, you be my winger where one on one I will trust and I will rely on you to bail us out. See it. If he goes to Man City for me, it's a no. Pep will not use him that way. It's a no. It will retire. It will just accept and just move on. Because Pep will not like him to be dribbling a lot. Pep will like, I want you to keep the possession of the ball. Why are you dribbling? That's what Pep is gonna tell him.
Abdullah, is he on the transfer market? Is
Yes. He has a release clause in June, July for 85 million.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy money for Kudus. No, I won't pay that.
Yeah, 85.
I would have nobody should pay that for him. It's not worth that.
It's not worth that.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not
No,
worth that.
you know how much they bought him? West Ham bought him for 35 to 40 million.
Yeah, it's still what around that same price. For 85 million, you can go get a better player that can finish.
I would like Derek Bowen, but
I'm
West
not
Ham will
going.
just
I'm not even.
Abdullahi,
I
stop
wouldn't even
this.
pay.
Stop
I
this.
wouldn't even take Jared Bowen. Who is
Abdullahi,
Jared
stop
Bowen?
this.
It's
Leave
just
Jared Burns to Liverpool. Stop this.
Abdullah. You need to get players that actually improve the current team.
Thank you.
You can't just buy players just because they have a pretty name.
We did that with Neto. We literally did that with Neto.
I'm sorry. It doesn't improve the team. Come
No.
on, man. You have to buy someone that's going to improve what you currently have. Why are you going to tell me now that you can stick your chest out that Jared Bowen is better than Neto, Madueke, Sancho?
Jared Bowen is better than
I
No.
said
Madueke.
all four.
No.
I didn't
Sorry.
say one
Sorry.
person. I didn't say just one person. I said like the four wingers you currently have. If
Why?
it's not,
It's not
Why
better
are
than
people
Sancho.
act? I don't
Better
understand
than
why
it's better than
people are
Neto and
using
Madueke for me.
Noni as bro. Neto's been the worst winger this season. He hasn't done anything productive.
Neto has not been good. I agree. I don't think it's not been good.
He
I agree,
hasn't
but
been. No, listen.
it's not been
I'm
the worst
lying.
player.
Here's the thing: we Chelsea need world class players. These no. These players that we're talking about, no, we actually need world class players. If you're not world class, I don't want you.
yeah, the Chelsea should go for someone like a good striker. There's Gyökeres, Osimhen,
Mm,
go in the market. Isak, go get those guys. Why are you
For me,
getting Bowen for
for
85
me,
million?
it's Rodrigo. It's Rodrigo Goes, players like that. But Jared Bowen, Kudus, with all due respect, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Kudus for 80 mil? Hell no.
That's what
Not
I'm
doing that.
saying. For
Oh,
eight,
wait, wait, wait.
85 in the summer.
Hold on.
if they
On
can
Jared Bowen.
get kudos for like 35, 40 mil, I'll say go get it.
No, West Ham will not. That's how much they
That's what
got
I'm
him
saying.
from
Then
West
we
Ham.
have to move
From
on. We'll
Ajax.
find
Then move
someone else.
on.
Wait,
Move on.
Enke. On Jared Bowen, weren't you saying for the left wing that you need like an anti-footballer, which is
We
essentially a
do.
DA
We do.
guy?
We do.
Yeah, so why
I
not
mean,
put that to the
we need
right
the
wing,
left wing
Jared Bowen?
because
Who to the right?
that doping bastard. We
Jared
don't know if he's
Bowen,
gonna come back. So
We
a
do.
guy
We
that
do.
you've
The,
we need
asked
the
for
left
for
winger.
in
me,
the group chat, by the way.
the right wing, we've invested enough money. I'll wait on Noni and Neto. We'll see. The left wing, Sancho has done well. We need someone else. For me, is Rodrigo or maybe Lukman, maybe. But I need a world class player. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I
I'm
want
not doing
Lookman.
this. Oh, you know what I mean, Chris. I'm not doing this. For example, right? Neto had a chance in the Palace game where if you continued running straight and anticipates that the ball is going to go to you, he has a free goal. It's an open goal. But for some odd reason, this guy, and unfortunately, this is unfortunate. God forgive me. I'm gonna have to use his goal record. God forgive me. I apologize. There's a reason why he's only scored 12 goals. There's a reason why he only has 12 Premier League goals. I don't understand what we're doing here. So unfortunately, Chelsea for 60 mil Neto is a flop. It's a flop.
Wait, you're 60 Mo. Yes, yeah.
It was 60 mil. It's a flop. I'm sorry. We should have when Stanley. You go there 60 mil. You give that to Mbuemo. We're automatically better.
Hashtag where did the money go?
I'm ignoring this.
What do you want?
I'm sorry, Neto. For me as well, as much as I don't think he's played well. If you had a traditional striker, I think his productivity improves. Yes, absolutely, absolutely so. But he hasn't been good enough. Hasn't been good enough. Leao,
Fair enough. I
Has
have
some
to choose
ability.
because I'm good on the right wing. I like what I'm interested. I'm still gonna wait on Nani and Pedro
Is the
Neto
left.
to come through. The left wing is my problem because we only have Sancho and that doping bastard. We don't know when the ball is
Sancho
gonna come
can't play
back.
a full
We
90.
need,
So
yes, now we need a replacement. Who I believe Rodrigo might get sold for Madrid. We might have to take Madrid and buy. Then I'm looking at who again in my head. If Ademola Lookman, who is gonna leave at Atalanta in the summer? He will leave because he
Abdullah,
wants to play.
Abdullah, but you guys got to remember, Madrid is gonna sell Rodrigo at a crazy price. I'd rather they go
I know.
spend that money on Isak, man. Why would you go buy Rodrigo when you can just get Isak?
No, okay. I need a. I want the striker and a winger. Winger for me,
Yeah,
Lookman. Striker for
just
me, either
yeah,
Isaac or
yeah,
Lookman.
just go get Isak and Lukman. Those ones that I mean still balance the book, but getting Rodrigo and Isak is not possible. Once you buy someone like Rodrigo, you can't spend money to buy someone like what's it called? Isak again. Go get Isak, go get Gyökeres, go get those guys just to like help you finish these teams off. And
for me, yeah,
that doping charge, Modric is not getting off that thing anytime
he's
soon.
finished. He's finished.
He's not getting off that thing at least the next 2 3 years. So he's done. So just go get yourself a left winger. This
Thank you.
January. You need that like ASAP this January. I'm sorry. After 60 minutes, Sancho is done.
He's done.
After 60 minutes, he's done. So and the fact that this guy is not making early substitution anymore, I'm worried for him too. The coach, his substitution of late has been crazy. I'm like, I'm like, you need to make a substitution at 60, 65 minutes. These guys don't have the endurance to go 80, 90 minutes. That's why they are conceding so much late goals. And he's still stuck in that, oh, I have to play 4-2-3-1. It's 80 minutes, you leading 1-0, 2-1. Bring on a defender, bring on an extra body in the midfield, pack it up, do
But
something. You
but
can't
K,
keep doing the same thing.
here's my problem, and this is where I'm starting to get really annoyed with Lavia. We can't rely on you. We can't rely on you because Enzo and Caicedo they're playing 90 minutes like it's nothing. They're playing 90 minutes like it's nothing, and you could clearly see that they're knackered. So Lavia, I'm sorry, Lavia, where are you? Where
It's
are you?
it's not only about Lavia. You guys bought you guys had money to buy a midfielder this last summer. You guys went to buy KDH, right?
Where is he?
So yeah, I start asking them too.
Where is he?
He's not good. He's not good.
I don't no no. First things first, he's better than Curtis Jones. But secondly, more
No, he's
importantly,
not, bro. He's a
come
championship
on,
player.
come on, Enzo Maresca, please use your Carney Chukwu. Listen, whatever you think of Carney, you can't tell me that you can't bring him on. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hear that. You can't tell me you can't. It's a bit of a joke.
And
It's a bit of a joke.
this is where I have like a slight problem with Smeraska. This guy, even the Viega guy, I think he can still
Yeah,
at the end of the game, the last 15 minutes, he can still do a job in that like DM when you know people like Caicedo, Enzo are like gassing out already. But because he has a beef with him, he's trying to show, oh, I'm the leader, I'm the man, blah blah blah. It's like, oh, you're not coming in, you're not even making the squad.
it's it's a shame. It's a shame. We have I think Bournemouth's our next Premier League game. Chai,
Like
I don't know.
I'm sorry that this is not the time. There's time and place to start, showing your authority. But at this point in time, you need points on the table, especially the last four games Chelsea played. Those runs of games, they are totally winnable, and him not getting maximum points in those games, it's probably is damn near criminal. He needs to be
It's
jailed
criminal.
for
It's
that.
criminal.
He
It's
needs to be
criminal.
jailed for that. I don't care like how bad of a team he is coaching, but with what he has, I think he should be able to like still drive them to the finish line. But especially the way they lost some of those games was just like really stupid. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping things changes and they sign one or two players this January. I think with Kani Chukwuemeka leaving and probably Kasede and one or two players, I think that will free up space. And hopefully they stop paying Modric too, so my free up space on the wage bill so they can go sign. But just sign one guy, just sign one guy and wait till summer. And
And, and, and
if you don't sign anything, I think they might be in trouble. I don't think they will make that top four if they don't sign anyone.
God forbid.
That's another year out of the Champions League. So
Yeah, and we can't afford that. We can't afford that. Listen, give 60 mil, give us Liverpool 60 mil for Gakpo. What are they saying? Like it's I'm at a loss for words. I'm also listen, João Felix. Um, I'm not his
Mm.
biggest fan. I'm not his biggest fan, but I think it's quite alarming that Maresca
doesn't like him.
does Maresca doesn't feel comfortable enough to use this guy. Like, for example, Sancho is done at 60. Why? What's stopping you from bringing Felix on to replace Sancho? So the fact that Maresca, you're not comfortable to do that, to me, I have to look at Zhao and ask, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know who to look at there, but there's options, Maresca. You're not. There's options there to use. So I'm a bit confused. What's going on? I don't know what's going on in training. If they're not training well, but
No. No. To be honest with you, I like to be fair. I like to be fair. The last game, I think against not
Ipswich,
this not Crystal Palace, the one
Ipswich,
Jao
Ipswich.
Ipswich, where Jao Felix started. I saw Jao Felix. I mean, he scored one that was ruled out, and the first person this coach hacked out of the squad, I mean of the team, after Ipswich scored their goal was Jao Felix. I felt like Nkunku was having a worse game.
He was having
I
a
felt
by
like
far worse game.
I felt like other guys was having like a by far way worse game than Felix.
Hmm.
But Felix was like the scapegoat that was like sent to the bench real quick. And I'm like, I don't think this man is being fair now. I saw that first half, and Felix was probably one of the best players on the
You
pitch.
talking about the game against Ipswich?
Ipswich, Ipswich, yeah,
K, is that you?
Yeah.
yeah, that's me.
Ah,
Oh, you
cool.
are my guy,
Cool.
Mr. Poch.
Compliment, man.
Mr. Punch, been a while, man. Where
Yeah,
you been
I
at?
know.
Where you been at?
Yeah. Yeah, I do listen, but not join the stream for a while.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, if you saw that game, I felt like this guy was one of the best players that first half. It was João Felix, and it was one of the first guys to like. See, I'm like, I don't know what their beef is, so I just feel like they have to figure that out. If it's not part of his plan, then they can just sell him and just let him go. So it is what it is, man. But I just don't think Pereira sometimes is being fair. So even Viega guy, I think he could have used him some of those matches. When Caicedo, Enzo are getting tired, he has a guy to just help out the midfield. So, but it is what it is. He's the coach. He makes the call. So obviously, there's nothing we can do as fans.
Are you talking about midfield?
Yeah. I'm talking about Enzo Merasca. Trying to make scapegoats out of all these guys.
Yeah,
Especially the
just too
guys he
many
doesn't
players is
like.
making scapegoat of. Too many players.
Yeah, and that's
Felix.
that's becoming
Yeah, I
something
don't
I
understand.
yeah.
Not even that. Like even with Charlobah, beginning of the season as well, we had traded Charlobah. If you remember the preseason, I don't know. I don't want to be after the coach yet, but like, hey, um, you mentioned players like Felix. I like him. I don't know why he hasn't played quite a lot of games. You
He's
know,
at about 10 though, so are you gonna put Palmer on the bench? It's not
are you gonna
possible.
put what?
Felix is in about 10, but will you put Palmer on the bench?
But there have been games where Palmer has been poor, or rather been below
and and,
standard.
and that's and they asked him the other game
Yeah,
the other day like,
can't you
oh, can't
play
you
me to
play?
switch
They're
them?
like, oh,
Yeah,
who would I substitute? But
makes no
so
sense
you
to me.
telling me you can't take off Palmer because of
Yeah,
what? And
like
Palmer has like the last 4, 5, 6 games. I
he
think Palmer
hasn't
is probably
been
one
in
of the
You know
great.
what?
worst
If you
players on
listen
the
to my
pitch.
last show with Blue and I said it.
To be honest, that's the main I didn't like that. So you're telling me Palmer is in a big, you can't take him out, you can't touch him, or
Like
I don't
he's
get.
too big to be substituted.
He
Like,
isn't
oh,
it himself.
I'm
Yes, he
sorry,
scored in
he
the
hasn't
last
even
game.
done anything.
Do you even know
I'm-
something, guys? There's something about Palmer I've noticed. He's our talisman, he's our best player, yes. But sometimes he ghosts in the game. You don't find him in the
So
game.
many
Yes, a
times,
lot, a
so
lot.
many times. I don't think he's the best player on the team, in my opinion. I don't think he is. I'm
Wait,
being
who's the
serious. I
best
don't
player?
think he's the best player on the
Tells
team.
me who's
I
the best
don't think he's the best player on the team.
I said you.
I
I
I
said
don't
he's the best player.
I don't think Palmer is the best player on the team.
player. Wait, hold on.
He's the
Probably is
most
Wait,
our
wait, let
best
me ask
he's
you.
the
attacker,
If you
most
don't
rather.
think,
important player on the
hold on.
team.
Let me ask you a question. If you don't think he's the best player on your team, who do you think is the biggest reason that you're like fourth or third? Who's the biggest reason
Who's the biggest what?
It's Maresca.
Is
amongst the players in the team?
no,
Who's
no,
the
no.
biggest reason
Chelsea,
you're fourth?
Chelsea are not third or fourth because of Palmer. Let's get that straight.
No, no.
Why not? He's
Let's
the
get
only
that straight.
one who's consistently scoring.
Okay. Let's get this straight. He scored 13 goals this season, right? This season, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
One of those games he scored four, so he has nine.
True.
yeah.
So you want to tell me because of nine Palmer's goals, that's why Chelsea are fourth?
Well, it's not just the 9 goals. It's also what, six assists.
Okay. So out of that
I don't know.
nine goals, three of them, I can tell you that three of them Chelsea lost, or four of them Chelsea lost again. So you want to tell me because of 5 goals, that's why Chelsea are winning? No, man, come on. Let's be honest. The
It's
overall
not just the
team
five
is,
goals,
is
the 6 assists as well. Like he's your
Hey,
most productive player.
well, yeah,
Like for as much
he's
as
arguably
wait,
like I
hold on.
said,
For as much as you want to say that Caicedo is your best player, to
most
me, the
Caicedo
best
is the
player
most
should be.
consistent player.
is the
He's the
most
most consistent.
consistent
Yes.
that
But
drops
let
that
me
like
Let's
game
also
in, game
let's
out.
actually be honest. Let's intellectually be honest. It's not difficult to consistently do the bare minimum, which is to press, win the ball, recycle, give it away, press, win the ball, recycle. The hardest thing to do in the sport is to score a goal. You know, you need to bypass your opponent to score a goal. That's actually what's giving you the
Okay,
point.
okay. This is what we need to understand. Each and every player in that team, other than Caicedo, and Palmer, most of those guys have been in and out, in and out, in and out. Palmer probably has played the most number of minutes, other than Sanchez.
Correct.
Probably more than Sanchez at this point. He doesn't get substituted. He doesn't get benched. He rarely get touched. So
Before you
which
go,
means
okay, sorry to come before you guys. I said I was telling Blue Eyes this the last time I did it. I said football is all about team play. It's not just it's a collective team. And Palmer now, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa,
In the
Tottenham
last four or
Hotspur.
five games, he's
See,
not
look,
giving us
I'm
that same
mentioning now. I'm
standard.
mentioning to you now. Forest, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Arsenal,
Yeah.
Liverpool. You see those 5 games, he has been
Crystal
nowhere to be
Palace.
found.
Yes,
Crystal Palace,
he might
Crystal
score a
Palace,
goal here and there, but his overall
but
game,
his
no,
overall game has
he could do better, and he
he,
could be on the
he has
bench
been
for
nowhere
some
to,
of
and
those
I'm asking
games.
myself, why is Maresca behaving this way? And just it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
I don't remember what game it is that he lost the ball in the midfield and they actually scored.
That was the
Yesterday,
last
it was
game.
yesterday,
That's what
last match.
I'm saying. Like,
It was the
uh,
last game.
over his overall gameplay, you can't just
My
say
point here
like we've lost points because of
Felix
this guy.
that bad of a
So
player you can't play him for a few minutes when you
I
know
just think this guy is just trying to
like I don't
make
understand.
himself. He's trying to make himself like, oh, I'm the boss. I make the decision. I
Like
make the
I
falls.
don't understand that. I don't just understand that. Are
I
you telling me
That's
Felix is that bad of a player that he
You
can't impact a
know,
game for
I
five
like
minutes or 10 minutes? Nah, I don't buy that, sir. No.
Palmer, but Maresca is pissing me off to why I said that. It's really pissing me off with him.
He can start Palmer, and when Palmer is not in the game, 60 minutes, 70 minutes,
Take him out of the
take
game.
him
Very
off.
simple.
Like, I don't understand. Why do you need to burn out the guy? I don't get it.
The
And you know
reason
something about
I
Palmer
think
as well? Palmer is this kind of player. If he's not in the game, he's not in the game. That's the thing about him. If he's not in, he's not in. You can tell if Palmer is going to have a
I
good
keep
game.
asking myself, why are we too much? Yes, I understand
reliance on Palmer or what?
No, no, no. I understand the way the Chelsea like to call him as a superstar and everything.
Yeah, to help Palmer himself, you got to bring other players to the game. You can't have a Felix on the bench and not use him. They ask you, comment, the analysts are asking you, why you not playing Felix? Or why you not playing Nkunku? And you're telling us why you gonna play him for? I'm like, come on.
Well, Olua, to answer your question of why Palmer's still remaining in the game, even if he's not having like a good game,
He
is
looks tired in
because
some of the games.
sorry,
He looks tired in some of the games. He's ineffective in
yeah,
some
even
of the
if he
games.
looks tired, he's still your best bet for goals.
Yeah, are you
He's your
telling?
main.
He's
Oh no
not.
no
He's
no no
not.
no no. So you're telling me Felix
Let's
can do
no.
something equivalent in terms
Hold,
of
hold,
chances?
Felix is a
Olua,
nothing.
Olua, let's clear this.
Like, come on
Palmer is
now.
not even in the squad for the conference league. So do you want to tell me, oh, because Palmer, oh,
Yeah,
because Church, he's not even in the squad. And Chelsea are
Wait,
doing
what does that
okay. And
have to do with him still playing?
do you see the conference league games?
No, I know he's not playing in the Conference League, but what I'm saying, what does
So
that
Chelsea,
point
why? So
have to
Chelsea
do?
are still effective in those games and those without
Who are they
Palmer. It's
playing?
not
Who are
about
they
Palmer. You
playing?
just have to make
They're
you have to
playing
make the best
teams
decision for the
that are
team.
worse in the championship. Who are they playing?
It doesn't matter who they play.
it's a
It
It doesn't
does.
different
matter.
The
case.
quality of the position matters. Wait, hold on,
It
okay. You
doesn't
can't
matter.
just say
It
that.
doesn't matter who they play. It doesn't matter who they play.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't just say that. Like, if I go to the park right now and I score 6 goals and I tell you about it, yo, I scored 6 goals. I was amazing. Are you gonna say it doesn't matter that I was playing people at the park? I was amazing. Or are you gonna say no? You're playing people at the park. We shouldn't put too much stock in that. I apply a similar rationale playing in the conference league. That level is below par level. I don't put
I
too much
understand
stock
the
in
level is
that.
different, to be honest. But here's my worry with what Mariska did in the last game.
Mm.
They're asking Mariska, why are you not playing two players that can influence the game? You're telling me who's he meant to bench or who's he meant to take out, right? Then in that case, then he has no excuse for not winning games because he has the quality on the bench. He's just choosing not to use them. The
Very
quality is
simple.
there for other coaches. Other coaches will tell you, "Oh, I don't have depth," but that's not the case with Maresca. He has the depth now. He doesn't want to use them. So I don't understand that.
He has it. So that
He
that
has the
that, that,
depth.
that
He's not using it. On that Poch didn't have this quality on the bench. Do you get me? He didn't have this quality, and he can say, "Oh, because I didn't have the quality in terms of squad depth." But this man currently has depth now. He's refusing to use it, all because of what? He doesn't want to bench Palmer, or he doesn't know who to take out.
Who in specific are you counting as bench on the bench? Like, who in specific should come
Nkunku
on?
and Felix, they can impact the game. You can't tell me they're not good enough. They can't even get a minute. Like, come on.
I could honestly make the case that they're not good enough. Could honestly make the case that
So
they
they're
shouldn't.
not good enough to get the minutes. Is that what you're telling me?
No, no, I'm telling you, they're not good enough to actually change the reflection of the game.
So
I'll put it.
Maguri is good enough to change the game.
Who?
The young 18 years old striker is good enough to change the game.
No, he's not.
So why we I don't understand what we're doing here. Like, what I'm just trying
because
to
He's
say
not.
here is
my
Like,
point. This is
like,
my problem
like,
with Malaysia.
Olua, this is my honest
No, because
opinion. I don't believe
this is
Turkey has depth.
no
I don't
Chris,
believe you guys
because
have depth. You have a bunch
so
of,
you
you
don't
have a bunch
believe that, but then against Bournemouth, when Nkunku came on, he scored the winning goal, and you're telling me he's not
who?
still good enough for
Who?
10 minutes. Nkunku, yes. We
against
played
Yeah,
Bournemouth
against
away.
what
Away.
just one game. It's one
Yeah, just
game,
one
you know.
game. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying Nkunku is good enough to start, but to impact a game for 5-10 minutes.
Mm.
Like, come on. You have your current players on the 11, your first 11, they're burned out.
Chris,
They're struggling.
before I get out of here, because like I said, I was telling Bless, I said the same thing to Renke too. I won't change my stand on him. Maresca needs to find the way to figure it out. If Palmer is not in the game, either you take him out or put him on the right wing. And I said it again, Felix is not a bad player. He needs to be getting more minutes. Same thing as much as I want him sold, as much as I want Nkunku sold, I don't think as much as I want Nkunku sold, I don't think he's an horrible player. But this is my problem with Maresca. Maresca is treating Palmer
Why you say that?
as see Maresca treating me.
Oh!
Hold on,
Nah,
guys.
Justin Trudeau's an idiot, man.
So what? What do you say? You say something? Can you guys hear me?
Continue.
Okay, I said as much as I understand Maresca's viewpoint, I'm also going to question him because he's treating Palmer as the alpha and omega of the team, which is pissing me off. I don't like it. I don't. Palmer is not an alpha omega. He's just a random normal player that plays for Chelsea Football Club. It can also be benched as other players. It's very simple. It's very simple. It can also be benched as other player. So, but the way Maresca is treating him is annoying me. And if you see it on some Chelsea players' face also too, they also get the frustration too because sometimes Palmer makes some waves which I'm like, why are you making this? But they cannot talk because the reliance on him and because he's the superstar in that team, he won't get criticized enough. I would love to be in that press conference one day.
Abdullah, I just wanted to. I recall what I think it was Lynch Jam Joy said that Felix and Nkunku are not good enough to come in as a sub to impact the game. Wow,
It's not possible.
like really?
It's not possible.
That's so
No.
ridiculous. I'm sorry. You might tell me they're not
No,
good enough to
because-
start, but to come in and impact a game and have their own share, like, come on.
No. And this is
the Palace.
before I get it, this is my tip now. I said it from day one. I would love to be in that press conference with Maresca. I would love to enter his brain and ask Maresca, before you join Chelsea, you know the history of Chelsea. Palmer is not just the superstar; it's part of the team. Football is a collective team. If Palmer is not playing well, you have the right. You are the manager. You have the right to put him on the bench and play other players who will impact the game and win no matches. You cannot just say because it's gonna create more chances for us. We have better chance of winning game. You want to sabotage us not having different players and different profile of the game. Just because of what?
I want to say something as well. Yeah, I'm not against Palmer, or I'm not saying the coach is not the right. No, Palmer for me is still our best player. Don't get me wrong, he's our talisman. But for me, in the last few games, he has not been the same player. He scored in the last game. I get it.
Exactly.
But like, we need to help such players excel and manage them better. You need to know when to take them out and bring in alternative. You can see that Palmer is not impacting the game. He's not impacting the game. You still let him play there for 3-4 games in a row. You can't keep doing that. No. You got to tweak something. It's different if you tell me Nkunku or Palmer or Felix are pretty much injured. They're not in the squad. That's different. You know, like I'm not saying play Palmer, but like for like in the 70th minute, 74th minute, 75 minutes, you can put in Nkunku or what's his name, Felix. It's something different to what we've seen in this whole 70 minutes. Like, come on.
That is what the Chelsea fan base only wanted is over reliance on Palmer. We don't want it. Play someone else that at least
and that's how someone else can perform as well if you don't give them the chance.
Like, why are we relying too much on? I understand he gave us the goals and assists we wanted. I'm not disputing that.
He wasn't doing it in the game. He wasn't making the passes. So it was like, do you get me?
So I understand he giving us the goals and assists, but again, I think that be too much because the reliance on him is getting on my nerves where I need to have a conversation with Maresca himself. I wish to be that press conference one day and enter his brain and ask him that question. I want to piss him off. I really want to piss him off because it's getting to the stage where he's annoying me already as a fan base watching. I need to just piss him off. I'm like, Maresca, I'm a fan. You are the manager. You are being paid big money to make big decisions. Why are you making decisions as a rookie manager? You're not Lampard. Lampard is a rookie manager. So when you make mistake, everybody understands it's Lampard is making rookie decisions. But you understand the game very well because you played the game. I need to ask him that question. I need to, man. I agree, Darren. So like the video, subscribe, let's give that. Peace out, God bless. Stay safe, my people. Peace, everybody. Peace.